Pacific Ocean. Give us 5 minutes to get ready, get settled in, grab a beer. It's on, it's on.
All right, King Neptune is gonna go get ready. I will answer any questions you guys might have. First of all, can you hear me okay? Is this the sound? Bueno or no bueno? Because I got a mic up here I can connect. Yeah, dude, Christina, I time warp. I time warp everywhere I go. It's the power of YouTube. I don't know what's on my face. Colin did this to me. And I just sat there and let her do this. You're gonna see a lot of crazy stuff. We are actually quite scared because we don't actually know what Colin has in store for us. But the Pacific is here. Look at that wave right there. It's crazy. We've had just calm. It's been calm. 10 knots, 12 knots-ish for this entire passage. And all of a sudden, when we're about to cross the equator, it bumps up to 24 knots. So it's been nuts. Rudy Vargas. What's up, brother-in-law? Yeah, so the equator is, where is it? The equator is like right over there, about half a mile. We're kind of going sideways at an angle to slow it down because we were booking it. We were going like 7, 8 knots earlier, and we had to like, you know, time it perfectly for you guys. Chilate? How do you chilate? How am I supposed to chilate when I'm in the middle of the Pacific Ocean and we're about to cross the equator? Please tell me, how do you chilate? All right, guys, any questions you have? Shoot them my way. I'm looking down at Jamie. I can't show you yet, but Jamie is pissing off the sugar scoop as usual. There's several people, legs. I see legs of men, Speedos. All right, let's see how many people we got. We got 22, 32. How about when we get to 2,500, then we'll start. Colin is, pardon. King Neptune is getting ready right now. Yeah, I don't know what's on my face. I'm sorry. Colin did this to Look at Jamie's face. It's even sillier. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Papa Chuck, I do have my own boat, but you know what? Parlay is way more fun than my boat, so I find myself spending more time on parlay than I do my own. You know what I mean? What is the temp at the equator? The temperature here is meant to be super duper hot, okay? The stories we heard, people were putting frozen vegetables on them, but that's not what we experienced. It's also supposed to be completely calm. It's called the doldrums, the convergence zone. Okay, we're at 2418. When we hit 2,500, which should be in the next minute, I see King Neptune. He's standing on the solar arch back there. It's gonna go down. All right, I'm gonna start my, so you guys get to kind of see us film BTS, behind the scenes, all right? Because I'm doing the live stream, but I have another just above that's gonna be filming the normal stuff. So just give me a second, I'm gonna turn it around and start that camera up. All right, that camera is started up. And how deep is it here? You know, the Pacific Ocean gets to 33,000 feet. I think we're probably around 15,000 feet here. All right, we're at 2,500, oh my gosh. We're at 2,500. This is crazy. All right, guys, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
What's happening, everybody? We are getting broadcast live in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. First of all, a huge thank you to FMC GlobalSat for hooking us up with this Starlink system, which is broadcasting this to you live right now. We are about 300 meters from the equator. We've been traveling for about 14 days straight, and we've traveled about 2,000 miles. So it's been a crazy adventure. It's all going to be shown on our YouTube channel in the next couple of months. But right now, you're going to see this crew go from polliwogs to shellbacks. So right now we're in the doldrums, and the doldrums are traditionally meant to be super flat. They're renowned for having absolutely no wind. And we've got 20 knots out here and probably 6 to 8 foot waves rolling into the side of the boat. So the whole plan was swimming across the equator. We're gonna have to reassess that when the time comes. But yeah, look at this, look at these conditions, guys. This is really unusual for this area at 0 degrees north. It's pretty crazy that we've got it like this, but on the good side, it means we've been sailing really well. So conditions have actually been really good. A lot of people have to motor for days and days to get through this area, and we've only put the motors on for 4 hours in a total of like 14 days. So what else you guys want to know? Let's head down and see what the crew are doing. They are about to go into the into court proceedings in front of myself, King Neptune, to see if they are worthy of crossing the equator. If they are not worthy, they will have to be left behind here. The closest place for them to swim to is Hawaii that way. They can try get to Mexico, but that's 1,400 miles upwind. So they'd be better off going to Hawaii, which is 2,000 miles, but with the wind and current. So let's hope they can get through. Let's go.
There you go. That's King Neptune. It's happening. He's coming. No, 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 no. Don't leave us behind. Seriously, I'm kind of scared. Yep.
So just a quick little bit of history behind what we're doing here. This has been going on for centuries, and the point of it is to see whether these crew members, these polliwogs as they're called, are actually worthy to cross. And there's a small hazing ritual, and different countries and different navies have done it in different ways, so we've got our own parlay version of it today. But yeah, I'm super excited because I remember being there, I think it was 2010 when I did my first one in the Indian Ocean, and it was pretty horrible. So I'm looking forward to passing that on, so to speak. We're actually got a tiny little bit of head sail out right now, so that we're doing about still doing 2 knots. So it's going to be pretty gnarly if anyone wants to try swim here. So we're going to just be careful of that, and like I said, 6 to 8 foot seas. But yeah, just trying to keep the boat sort of comfortable enough to get this done. But it's wild out here. Wild, look at this.
So every time the boat rocks, you see either all ocean looking down or all sky looking up. King Trident, yeah, it's happening. Let's go.
On your knees, polliwogs. Stand over there.
The boys are so excited. Linda, you want to? Come here.
Just want to introduce Colleen's beautiful and Jamie's legs. Who's seen Jamie's legs? That much of his legs. We got Speedos. And Steve here. This is Steve McLeod from the Clan McLeod. He's not wearing anything under there, just so you guys know. And I got nut huggers on too, baby. Me too. All right, let me squeeze in there.
Let's quickly introduce the polliwogs. From the end, we've got one of our patrons who's come through with us, Stephen McLeod. Next to him, we've got Vince, all the way from California.
Vinny.
And we got David Shue, some of you might recognize.
Yes.
Then we have Katie, born and bred in the Caribbean, Mark.
Hey, say something.
We have Colin. This is her 3rd time on the boat, crossing the Pacific.
From Philly.
We got Jamie from Yes.
With sexy legs. Look at them legs.
And on the camera, we have Brittany from Canada.
Yo, Brittany. Happy birthday, Brittany.
So the whole time this is rolling, we've got our latitude rolling in the background there on my laptop. So now we're at 0 degrees, 0 minutes, and 38 seconds from the equator. So we're just slowly drifting towards it. By the time we get there, we'll be ready to swim, hopefully. Okay. Hold my truck.
Okay, it's happening. Now we're gonna see what happens. I saw him make this disgusting truth serum earlier. Oh, dude.
So should we tell the live audience what we got here?
Oh my gosh. It does not smell good, I can tell you that much.
Just so you guys know what we've got going on here, this is a truth serum. Once they have a shot of this stuff, they are unable to lie, and hopefully they to confess to all of their sins. This is a mixture of beer, soy sauce, sriracha, couple of limes. Bad stuff. Got some flour here. We have 7 rotten eggs. These guys didn't make it through, so we're going to put them to good use. And this guy's our slops bucket. This is the last few days of food scraps that have been fermenting in that bucket. And you'll see what we're going to do with that. So the crew are super pumped. Okay.
You reckon?
All right. So you've all been summoned to the court of King Neptune. This is where you're going to be held accountable for some of your sins. What have I got here? Some of these are pretty heinous crimes. If you plead guilty, you will be punished accordingly. That's what this is for. I can't even read my own handwriting. What have I got here? Then we were going to do the rope swing. We were going to set the rope swing up and make everyone launch into the ocean, but I think it's a little bit too gnarly for that. So I think instead we're doing 2 knots. We'll get everyone to just dip into the ocean and back off the swim ladder and try to hang on. If you're successful at all of that, you will become shellbacks once we cross the equator in probably 20 minutes time. Okay, first one up.
Who's first? Who's first?
Colin!
Oh, shoot! Colin's up!
You've been charged with working for several years on stinky, smoky, carbon-producing, shit-dumping super yachts. Do you plead guilty to this?
Guilty.
Guilty is charged. First comes the egg. Ready? Then comes the flour. Ready? And here comes the best part.
Oh no,
The slops bucket.
Oh, gross! Oh, gross!
Stuff.
Okay. And now,
He wants the egg.
All right.
shit, you didn't have the truth serum.
Oh, man, you didn't even need it. She told the truth.
Here we go.
Close up, Colin.
No, I can't see.
Oh,
It's in my mouth.
Okay.
So beautiful.
Now you can dip yourself into the ocean out the back there.
Ah.
You okay? Just wash yourself off back there. That's your part done.
Oh my God. Okay, that's not too crazy, guys. Jamie, what did you do wrong? Maybe you're gonna get 2 eggs. So this is she's down there.
Oh shit!
There's still egg on your head.
We've got a life ring at the end of this line here. If she lets go, she can just grab onto this. How you feeling?
Oh, better.
How's the water? Look at Lindo eating the egg.
Put it up in here. Feel like I smell like fish guts. And the sharks will love it.
Okay, let's go next up. Lindo, get back. Katie.
I just want to introduce you guys to this is Katie from Anguilla. She is my arch nemesis. The first night aboard.
This is the truth serum.
Give her a little bit more.
Wait, if we just
Katie.
tell the truth right off the bat, we don't have to.
Nah, because we can't
Fucking
trust
confess.
her. Off the back.
I can be trusted.
I confess.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Oh my God.
take the stand.
Lindo's the cleaner. Yeah, for the egg on Colin.
Okay, Katie is being charged for going from being the most excited to leave Mexico to having a nervous breakdown and contemplating abandoning ship. Is this true?
Guilty.
Here comes the egg. Lindo, get back. Let me put you inside. Ready?
Oh.
Flour. Slops. Okay, you may wash your sins away.
So day 1 after we left, she was worried. She was worried. She had a moment where she wanted to turn back. But you have repented.
I have.
You've got egg on your face.
I feel it, but I'm scared.
Go for it.
Nice one.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's see who's next. Who? Yeah, so if somebody does lose grip, we're going about a knot right now. We've got another line and the life ring right there. And most importantly, we have everybody on the boat. We would never all jump off the boat and do something like that.
Next up
There's
is
movies
Vince.
about that.
And his bungee
No, she's
smuggling.
good. She's back. She's back. The shark bait. Actually, whoever goes first is better off, right? Because you're like chumming the waters right now. You're freaking chumming the waters. Can I go
Can
next?
you save it for last?
No.
Truth serum. Vince got
All right, let's see it. Oh, gross!
How was it?
It's horrible.
How do you know?
Because I smelled it.
Okay, Vince, your crime. Being so seasick. Couldn't even make it to the side of the boat. And you threw up all in the cockpit right there. Are you guilty?
No.
No!
No.
It wasn't you?
No.
Who was it?
Probably one of the dogs.
It wasn't you?
No.
We've all been giving
Not
that
at
one
all.
undercover.
No. I would tell you.
Oh shit!
I'm not saying I wasn't sick, but I didn't throw up right there.
But more importantly, check out those nut huggers right there. Right there.
Roller coaster.
Does anyone have a crime for Vince?
He threw up on the roller coaster.
He did. He did throw him.
Vince got seasick on a roller coaster
On land.
before we even left Mexico. Are you guilty?
Guilty.
You can hold on if you need to.
Flour. Slops.
That slop bucket has been brewing literally for the past 4
Wash
days.
your sins
It's
away.
very gross. And for some reason, Katie put my name on there. That's why she's my arch nemesis.
Hydrodynamic with those budgie smugglers.
Seriously. You got it, dude.
Okay.
Nice booty. Look at that ass. Look at that. Look at that.
Moving right along. Next up, we have Brittany.
Oh, Britt. Oh,
You got
Britt.
two?
I got two. Dude, you know I got two. Hang on here. Just press the record button for me. There you go. Check out these skills right here. This is BTS, okay?
There you go, truth serum.
Brittany. Brittany.
Gross!
Brittany. Brittany.
What?
Not this, not
Don't.
this.
She wants more, dude.
I want to taste.
Okay. Brittany's crime of the ocean. Flying a drone around the backside of Witch's Rock and then losing signal, panicking and pressing the return to home button so that it flies straight back into the rock and ends up in the ocean. Are you guilty?
Guilty.
Egg.
Oh yeah.
Boom!
Flour. Slops.
Oh god, that's gross.
Wash your sins away.
You're reborn.
I just wanted a new drone.
We're getting farther.
All right, Britt is in there.
There's boobs out.
Oh, this is her camera. All right, turning around. Lost the boob.
Okay.
We've got 3,039. You guys are awesome, dude. Thank you so much for joining us across the Pacific. This means so much to us. We've been sitting here talking about it this morning. You know, didn't know how it was going to go, but you guys are just crushing it for us. Thank you. Thank you for supporting Parlay. Thank you for being here with us.
How's the connection so far, guys? Pretty good? This is the Starlink Maritime up there. It's provided by FMC Global Sat. Have to keep thanking them, guys. They've absolutely changed our lifestyle out here. We've been able to check weather multiple times a day. We just feel so safe and connected to the rest of the world out here. And we're literally 2,000 miles from anywhere. So, huge game changer for us. Next up is JB!
Let me show you guys the Starlink up here. So this is the Starlink Marine. You guys have probably all heard of the regular Starlink. One's at home, one's RV. This this is the marine one, so this is a little bit more expensive, but I just want to bring attention to his sexy legs. Okay, I'll have you know I cut those shorts myself. Right there, check out that
Why is
white.
mine so big?
Because you earned it.
Did you the big man?
Big man.
Big man.
The big man don't like.
Big man no like.
Hey, Jamie, your crime, which I witnessed a couple years ago. Spending the night on another catamaran, wetting the bed, and then hanging the bed sheets out the window and leaving without even telling this poor lass. Are you guilty?
Linton Bay, I remember that one. Hey, thank you so much, Russell. Thank you for that, buddy.
Ready? Flower. Slopes.
Oh, got on me!
Okay, wash your sins away. Oh!
That's the way to do it. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. How do you relax? How? How? Tell me how.
Stephen McLeod, the chosen one. Please take the stand. Okay.
Here we go.
Look like you need some truth in
No,
it.
I better not. Dude, you think that's what's happening, Solar? Solar us?
Mostly beer, you love it.
There's a real spice to it. There's still a little bit.
Yeah, because he put flour in that stuff too.
And sriracha.
How's the water temperature? They want to know, Jamie.
No, it's nice. Probably about 26 degrees. I don't know in Fahrenheit how hot that is.
That's probably like 72.
Stephen, your crime in the... Your crime. Spending a lot of money on a beautiful catamaran, owning it for less than 6 months, and then selling it, and now you're contemplating going to the dark side and getting a motorboat. Is this true?
It's true.
Comes the egg. Flour. Slops.
Oh, gross!
You may wash your sins away.
Are you right, Stephen? Jumping in? Yep.
Whoa, what's that step? Here you go. Okay. You're gonna need another. You wanna hold this set up?
Hey, you want to hold this column? There you go.
Okay. Last but not least,
Take your hat off.
David Sheep. Please take the stand.
It's actually nice, isn't it, Stephen?
Yes, Steven!
There you go, bud.
Nice.
Well done. Dave needs another.
How do you guys drink that shit?
Dave needs two.
What's the
Comment say.
David Shee has the most heinous crime. Disrupting the peace and tranquility at sea by excessively vlogging. You have vlogged while you eat. You have vlogged while you sleep. And I guarantee you have vlogged while you shit. Are you guilty?
Guilty.
How do you see the comments?
Here,
Rotten egg.
it's really important.
Flour
They can see your nose.
and slops.
Oh, shit!
Am I good? Yeah.
You're
I
good.
wash your sins away.
Woo!
All right. Okay, guys, that's the hazing part done. Thanks for watching. I hope you're smartly entertained. We sure are. Now I'm gonna have to start the engines and just drive towards the equator a little bit. I could put some more head sail out actually, and we'll get right up until we're just shy of the equator. And then I think from there the crew can jump in and swim from the northern hemisphere to the southern hemisphere. So I'm gonna go get organized and get the engine started, do a bit of sailing, and in about 5 to 10 minutes we should be pretty close to the equator. Hang around!
Jamie cleaning up the mess. Where's the bleach?
Oh, so gross. So gross. Stop showing my nut huggers online. Hey guys, I'm back. I got all of the slot bucket. That was your fault, whoever said that in the chat.
Yeah.
Ooh, that drink was disgusting. It tastes like cinnamon. Okay. Yeah, all right, so we're starting up the engine, just to kind of spin around a little bit. Get in position across. You guys want to see how much longer before we cross? Let's see this. Let's see this. All right, so
we can do this, but everyone's got to grab a pair of fins. It's just pretty gnarly. Just want you to be able to swim.
even at a time like this, El Cap is still worried about safety. So I was about to show you how much time we have left. 0.396. So it's 39 seconds. Is that read correctly? It's basically 0.4. No, actually, I'm sorry. Tell me what the... I'm confused.
You run out of the water?
Yeah, I told him that. I'm just gonna sell my boat and move on parlay and just abandon my family. Hey, 0.39? Tell us exactly how far that is. I know I should know.
It's 0.39 of a mile. So a nautical mile is 1.85 kilometers. So it's just under half. Hang on, I'll just start going the right direction.
So we're at 0.4 miles across. 0.4 miles? Let's do some math. At 6 knots, what is that? 6 knots. We should be able to knock out a knot in 10 minutes. So that's 5 minutes. All right, I'm sitting. I just want to reiterate how disgusting that slop bucket was. I've been sitting at I've been watching it ferment for the past 5 days. What did you say, FTS? Thank you, Russell. Thanks, man. Colin will appreciate that beer. I am on a detox, so no beer for me, which means more for the guys. Yep. 1 second, let me change this chat back. All right, so we are putting the head sail out right now. That's the jib up here. You can see that start coming out. Katie here is pulling it out with the winch, and Colin is holding on to that furler right there.
Hey, we're going to be there in no time. Yeah, that's good. We're already just past 0.3 of a mile. Real quick. Right now we're doing 6 knots. 17 knots of wind out here. So, it's nice. We just got the head sail out, no mainsail. New sails, yeah. We got new sails. We got precision sails, head sail and main, and spinnaker and code D. But something unfortunate happened with our spinnaker. It tore out. So we've been sailing this whole time without a spinnaker, which has affected our time at sea here. Okay, 0.2 of a mile.
Whoa, it's going fast. Let's see. All right, guys. As you can see, everything's sped up after we got that head sail out. Is it bad? Is the noise bad, guys? Because I can throw a mic on there if we have to. Let me know real quick in the comments. How bad is the wind noise, or can you hear us okay? Tell me if this is any better, okay? I'm gonna plug it in right now. All right, how's that now? Is that in a mic? Any better? Can you hear me? Yeah, I just put on a dead cat and a mic. Should be better now with the mic on.
Smashing through the wave.
All right, cool. Father Tech, I saw you. How's it going, buddy? You in the Bahamas?
Daddy wants some more of that.
All right, so the guys are up front. They are getting fins. That is the... Look at that. You see that? So when it gets rough like that, you get water just spraying up right through the trampolines. And then also the bows dig down super deep. It's pretty scary, to be honest. All right, glad you guys like the dead cat.
0.1 of a mile.
0.1. 0.1.
It's happening. Okay, let's get this head sail away.
That sail's going back in. All right, so he's gonna furl it in right there with that black line. That's the furling line. He's gonna turn this drum. Oh, I'm just bouncing around. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the rocky video, but you'll see that drum down there. That's what gets turned, and it starts spinning, and then it spins that head sail back in. All right, so yeah, I guess I'm officially a shellback now. All of these guys are.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet.
You gotta swim across. You're still a polywog, brother. You gotta swim across and then you'll be a shellback. 0.07 of a mile to go. We're still in the northern hemisphere right now. Hopefully the toilet starts swirling the wrong way any minute.
All right, I'm gonna set you guys down. I'm gonna go get a GoPro because you know we gotta catch this. Whoa.
Okay, let's go for it. Everyone got fins?
Let's get the GoPros, guys. You guys see okay?
GoPro.
All right, you guys keep an eye on King Neptune for us.
0.06 of a mile. It's been a crazy trip so far, guys. We left Puerto Vallarta. We were beating into it for about 2 days to get to a place called San Benedicto. And that was the last bit of land that we saw. We've been out here for 14 days.
Auntie's watching, Colin.
We've had don't let that slide off. We've had all sorts of weather conditions out here. It's been pretty crazy, but overall, we've been really lucky with the weather. We've been using the Predict Wind weather routing service, and I better pay attention. 0.04 of a mile to go. This is crazy out here. The whole world becomes the size of your boat, and so this is everything we know and understand is right here on the boat. But when you stop and think about where we are right now and what we're doing, it's absolutely crazy. Someone's saying the noise is really bad. 0.25.
Coming.
Hey Brett,
Yes.
can I have my iPad, please?
Yeah.
How are we gonna do this? You swimming across?
Yeah, swimming across. I got a GoPro.
Hold that.
You can hold it. You can set it down exactly like how we had it. I'll put it right here so you can see it a little better. So Colin's gonna do everything at once. As usual, he is gonna steer the boat, keep an eye on us, fly the drone, and also film this live stream, and also film with the other camera above this camera, okay? He's got it. Easy.
Oh, whoa!
What happened?
It just jumped. Nothing. Turn around.
Nothing to see here? No, at least my face doesn't look all orange anymore, you know? I can stop filming this.
We're not driving across. We are swimming across.
Hey, thank you so much, Renee. Thank you for that. Yeah, Starlink pioneers. Starlink has definitely made this passage just so nice. Okay, we're all able to hang out on our phones and Google stuff. Usually on a passage, you have questions that you just can't find answers to, and you just have to argue about them. Now we can argue knowing the answer. Kelly, you can do I don't know exactly how to do it, but it's called a super chat. If you do a super chat, then yeah, you can do something. Hey, thank you so much, Edgar. Orange, man, you like that? I look like an Oompa Loompa. Yes, I did look like Trump. All right, so let's see how far we are.
Hang on, we're just gonna
Yep.
double screen
All right, so Colin is gonna do a screen recording. This is a really big deal for us, okay? All right, you got a Nigel guy saying he's not Palmerston, North New Zealand. He wants to make sure you know.
Palmerston North, yeah, baby. Kiwis are tuning in.
Kiwis are tuning
It must
in.
be early in the morning there, eh?
What time is it over there, Kiwis? Oh, yes. Scott, don't you curse us, okay? We have lost so many drones these past couple of months. Between Colin and me, we probably lost, how many did you lose? 3?
Yeah, about that.
I lost 2. That's 5. Each drone is like $1,400. It's so painful. Hey, Britt, they said happy birthday.
Thank you.
And they said it's 11:45 over in New Zealand from your motherland.
Okay, guys. We are 0.01
Yes,
nautical
we catch
miles.
tons of fish. Colleen caught a marlin the other day. Jamie caught the biggest mahi. It was crazy. You'll see it in the videos. All right, let me show you how much further we got to go.
Hang on.
We got 0.017 miles. 0.02 miles. Thank you so much, Jane. You're so sweet. How are you, Jane? I miss you, Jane. How many days at sea? We are day 15 of our mission across the Pacific Ocean right now. We've got another 7-ish days to go. That's what we think. Could be 8. Just depends on the wind. Right now, it's supposed to
Okay,
be...
guys. Sorry.
No, go.
You're going.
Oh, we're going. All right.
You're on.
I'm
You know
on.
that? Okay, guys, jump in. You're 0.006 miles from the equator. Follow the boat.
We need fins.
Yeah.
Just one.
All right, so we are 0.1 miles from the equator.
0.001.
0.001. And I'm going to jump in from the diving platform. Ah!
Guys, quick. Grab on it. Guys, this is wild. Crew are swimming across the equator. What an incredible experience. This is a once in a lifetime experience. We're in the middle of freaking nowhere here, guys. How's the water? Okay, let's see where we're at on the old chart plotter.
Should I get my e-perm?
Not quite. We're actually going in the wrong direction. Whoa. It is so rough out here, guys. We've just gone beam on, side on to the swell, so I'll put my port engine on. I'm just bringing us around. So much going on right now.
Yeah, I'm being stuck.
Let's go down. There we go, 0.001. Can you see that? 0, they're at the equator! We just crossed the equator!
Yeah!
Okay, let me drop the RPM a little bit. Ugh.
Jump back on screen.
Guys, all good?
Be careful.
We're in neutral. Take your fins
Just
off.
hold on, Steve. I'll get your flippers off.
This is just, we're in neutral right now and the wind is just pushing us over the equator. We're at 0.003 in the southern hemisphere right now. What an incredible thing.
Wait a sec.
Got it?
Who's in your drawers?
I think it's done. Really?
Yeah, I am.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Stephen.
Thank you.
Now shellback.
Watch your head there, Vincent.
one, Vince. Now,
sir.
shellback, brother. Woo! David Shee.
Thank you.
Welcome to the club.
Nice.
You got a tear right down the front of your dog.
Yeah, I love it.
Congrats, Jamie.
Thank you.
Shellback, baby.
Jamie's a shellback. Nice. Come on, girls, get back in here.
We're gonna swim the rest of the way.
So we've still got about 800 miles to go in that direction. We're going to head straight towards the Marquesas Islands. We haven't decided where exactly we're going to go. There is the Ark Rally. Like, congrats, Katie!
Woo!
Well done. Good
That was
job.
awesome! Ow, jellyfish! Ow!
There's a few different options over that side, but yeah, probably a place called Hiva and get cleared in and everything there. And then we get a 3-month visa. And we'll use every single minute of that up and then carry on towards New Zealand. So if you guys are just following for the first time, we're making videos sailing around the entire world. And the next big milestone is obviously arriving in French Polynesia. And the big one for me is New Zealand, my home. Sailing into Aotearoa is going to be a huge, huge moment for me. So thanks for watching, thanks for following. Appreciate you guys. You're the reason why we do this, and it's so fun, and I'm glad to take you guys along. Nice bikini, girl. Well done, Colin.
Woo!
Shellback.
Oh, sorry.
Well done, Britt.
Thank you.
Shellback.
Shellback,
for
Britt.
life.
Shellback. Yeah.
Baby got back.
Baby got back.
Baby got back.
How does it feel, Jamie? You're a shellback, baby.
What do you think, brother?
Oh, feel good.
I'm
I'm tired as fuck.
His legs feel good.
What's happening?
Woohoo! Neptune. Yeah, dude. The people want it.
What?
They want to see Neptune take a dip.
Yeah, I'm getting in.
Wait, from the top, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how about we throw Neptune in from the top? From the very top. Let me get the GoPros ready. Hang on.
Would you try this?
Here, we need one GoPro down here filming slow-mo. Can you make it slow-mo?
Yeah.
And then give it to somebody else, and I'll make this one slow-mo. Sorry, guys. We got a very special.
Try it. Try it on.
Yeah, that'd be good. Give me just 1 second, guys. We're gonna do this super cool shot of Neptune.
You go in?
Yeah, he's gonna go in.
So it's on ultra slow.
I need ultra slow-mo.
You press it now.
And then make this wide. Sorry, guys. Yeah, dude. That's right. We need drone. Gosh, we forgot the drone. We definitely need a drone shot of this. What is the better fish? I can tell you the cooler fish is probably the marlin, okay? Because it just looks epic, but the better tasting fish, the more sustainable fish, the fastest growing fish is the mahi. But we can't miss our boy jumping. Hang on. Sorry, guys.
Happy time! Woo! Life ring!
First swim in the Southern Ocean. No, Southern Hemisphere.
All right, captain's going in.
Ready? Wait till the way.
Hang on. Give me a second. Let me change this angle.
Good?
Nope. All right, good.
Fucking rolly, huh?
Yeah, rolly, but good.
Ready?
Jump high.
Southern Hemisphere, baby!
All right, he went in. All right, I can take my swim cap off now. I just wanted to have extra, hydrodynamics. That was crazy, guys. Well, you got to understand, we've been 15 days on this ocean right here, on this boat. You can't go anywhere, you know? You want alone time, there's no alone time. Not that I needed it. This crew has been epic, you know, getting to hang out with the boys, hanging out with everybody else aboard. It's been really, really amazing. But we still are stuck in one place, you know? And getting to hop off the boat, getting to have this moment, it's a big deal for us. How do you feel? Neptune?
The water's insane. Maybe we'll start getting ready. We'll get the sails up and whatnot. But maybe we could just hang around for 5-10 minutes and answer any questions you guys might have. Thank you so much for watching. We'll just get set up and we'll sit down and answer some questions as a crew maybe. Fire away.
All right, guys, you can start asking questions and I'll try to keep track of them, and then we'll feed them over to the El Cap.
We'll put the main up.
Hang on one second, let me shut this guy off. Hey, everybody says they're so proud of you, Colin.
Thank you so much.
Salty
Guys,
soul.
I know a lot of you guys are regular viewers, tuning in, week out. Thank you so much, guys. Honestly means the world to us. It's too hard to describe the emotions going through my head right now. And I can only imagine what it's going to feel like when we arrive at French Polynesia. It'll be about 3,100 miles that we would have traveled to get there. Biggest ocean in the world.
All right, let's see. Let me try to get in a seat so I don't fall over, and we can start looking at these questions. Yeah, Colin is an inspiration. You guys know the reason why I bought my boat was because I watched Parlay, kind of like you guys. And when it came time, I was like, you know it's gonna be a Lagoon 450. How can it be anything else? That's the boat that I watched them sail. These two boys right here, I watched them sail. Watch them fix.
Rough, baby.
Okay, so I know the answer to that one. New Zealand, you're staying for 6 months, right? They're asking that.
Yeah.
So once he does get to New Zealand, it'll probably be about 6 months. All right, let's see what else we got here.
Yeah. Wild out here.
All right, let's check out these super chats. What did you guys ask? Hey, Peter, thank you so much. Okay, we got a few beers on Peter. Peter
Up, baby.
Unstead when we get there. Rudy Kermit says congrats. He's been following us for a few years now.
Have we got reeds? Hang on, put the jib sheet. Don't
Here.
There you guys go.
Let me go back to the normal comments.
You gotta get a shot of the sail going up there.
Yeah, of course. All right, so we're gonna bring the sail up right now. Let me give you a shot of the main sail coming up. This is always a fun. You gotta be careful. It does hit your head. Even though this is a flybridge version, the boom is a lot higher, but I hit my head on it every day. There we go. That's what it looks like. Whoa! Water temp? I think it was about 75 degrees. Water depth? Probably about 15,000 feet, guys. Colin for New Zealand.
It's freaking wild out here, guys. We go straight into the swell right now. You have to point into the wind to put the mainsail up.
For those of you guys asking how to contribute, Colin, Parlay, they have an epic Patreon. Go check it out. Get videos early. There's a really cool WhatsApp chat.
Yep.
Ask whatever questions you have. Yeah, he's sailing, buddy. I wish I can give him the camera, but he's sailing. This is what it looks like every day.
Okay, go for it.
He's usually managing 3 or 4 different things at once.
Okay, let's go. Nearly there, boy.
Where do we have? Sausalito, California. What's going on? Yeah, I think, let me ask him that, Nigel. Hey, are you looking forward to New Zealand beer?
Yeah, yeah. Good old Steinlager, baby.
There you go. Yeah, he does. Jamie's shorts are falling apart. Let's just take a look at those shorts. The most leg you will ever see from Jamie. That's it, right there. So what Colin's doing right now is making sure that the sail doesn't get caught. Actually, he's past the lazy jacks. He's just trying to see if it's reached the top yet.
Yep.
What's that?
The reason why Jamie's shorts are falling apart is because they're dissolving shorts.
Those are dissolving shorts, apparently.
Let's get on the right heading here. So once we're got our heading downwind, we can put the headsail out. We've only actually got 11 knots of wind here. Apparent. I don't know if this is making sense to any of you. Now the engines are going off. That wasn't counted, by the way. I'm not counting that as motoring to Tahiti, to French Polynesia. That was just across the equator. So we're still at 4 hours of motoring in 2,000 miles. Engines are off now. Hear that? We're sailing, baby. Okay.
Hang on, this cocksucker.
Push it down real
Push
hard.
it down.
Yeah, I did. It's still not tight enough.
Hold it down the whole way.
We've been having some issues with
Okay,
these
let
spin
it go.
locks right here.
Yeah, so then it grabs. Let it go more. And then hold it there. Okay.
All right, let's sit down and then we can get El Capitan to answer some questions for you guys.
So it's been pretty cool. We've set different waypoints along the way. Obviously checking the weather a couple times every single day using that predict wind. And I'll set a waypoint maybe 1 or 2 days ahead, depending on where I want to put us so that we've got the most amount of wind. Obviously with no wind we don't move and it's extremely frustrating.
We're officially 0.2 miles south of the equator now. 13 knots of wind. They want to know if the dogs get sick when it gets, you know, crazy out here.
This guy behind Dave here gets a little bit sulky. Hey Fly. Orlando's bulletproof. So what I was saying, guys, is that I've been setting these little waypoints depending on our sort of local weather that we're experiencing. But right now is the first time I'm actually going to set the waypoint to French Polynesia. We're going to take a beeline straight for it. Should be about 800 and something miles. We came further west than we were intending to. How's the sound, guys? Is it good? We came further west than we initially planned, but now we're on the home stretch. It's so freaking exciting. We had some really bad squalls through there. The doldrums are renowned for squalls and normally no wind, but we've had pretty good wind for most of it except for 4 hours, and but it's been really squally. So it's nice to be, it looks like we're out of that. It's just blue sky everywhere. This is champagne sailing, baby. Okay, so I'm going to put the...
You're putting in a new waypoint now?
Yeah, I'll put a waypoint straight. We'll go Evo off for now. And we'll go to it.
So having this waypoint set helps us with the autopilot. As we're on watch, we're kind of watching the track of the boat, seeing exactly where we set a heading, but then the wind also pushes us, the current pushes us, and then we see a blue line that tells us where we're actually going. So our job when we're on watch is to keep that blue line pointed at that waypoint right there.
So DTW down the bottom left there, it says 793 nautical miles. Let's do this. If we can do 7 knot average, 6.5, 7 knot average, we'll be there in absolutely no time. 6 knot average is just under 150 miles a day. We've been averaging, what do you reckon, Stephen? How many? About 160 a day?
Yeah, 155, 160 probably since we left.
So since we left, our average has been really good. Obviously in a straight line, it appeared to be a lot less miles than we actually ended up doing. So 2,000 miles just to get here, and another 800 as the crow flies to get to French Polynesia. But we're going to end up doing more than that as we sort of jibe our way down there. But just going to focus a little bit on sailing for a sec, get these sails trimmed a bit better. So I want want to be doing at least 7 knots. We got 13 to 15 knots right on our beam.
All right, so he's going to do some sailing, and I shall answer some questions. Who invited David, and does he in the way? I hid in the forward forepeak on the starboard side. I flew down for the Patreon meetup and lived in there for 2 weeks without being discovered. And I exposed myself. I came out 2 days into the passage, and yes, I still get in the way. Are you going to Christchurch?
Haven't decided the itinerary in New Zealand yet. First stop's the Bay of Islands. Any of you Kiwis, come meet us, come hang out. We've got to go through the clear-in process, obviously, which is quite lengthy. But then we'll sail around there and then get to Auckland. I'm from Auckland, West Auckland, and my family lives out on Great Barrier Island. So it's going to be a monumentous occasion for me to be sailing waters on Parlay. A lot of people said it wasn't possible. A lot of people said it couldn't be done. A lot of people said this boat should go in the trash bin. People said lagoons aren't blue water boats, and we're out here. We're doing it. 2,000 miles from Mexico. Home stretch. Such a good feeling, guys. Never give up and believe in yourselves. Always.
What's up, Andy from Boatworks today? Remember Andy?
Hey, Andy!
He wants to know what crew is aboard.
You'll have to go back and watch the old ceremony. We've got 8 of us from all different walks of life and just living the dream. I think we've had no arguments. Everyone's just been getting along so well. We got so much food. Everyone's kind of eating a lot less than we thought they would. So plenty of food. Caught some massive fish, mahi. Check out the Instagram reels and stuff that Jamie's doing. He's absolutely killing it. He's doing daily updates on there. Growing his following, making a name for himself.
Lana says Will is super proud of you.
Lana says Will.
I've said it now. Did I expose myself? No, I'm not that kind of expose myself. Like I crawled out of the forepeak, you know? I removed myself from hiding. All right, let's see. Our boat speed right now.
Hey, fans, Colin was lying about it. Me and Katie fight every day. My watch partner.
All right, we do have some drama aboard. These two. Oh God!
Worst watch partner ever.
So not true.
Touch me.
I confirm she is my arch nemesis. I'll have you know, day 1 of the passage, I may or may not have been a little bit seasick. I may have dozed off on my first watch. She filmed it and went straight to the captain and told on me. She narked on me. And since that day, she became my arch nemesis.
You were pissed about that, eh?
I was trying so hard not to fall asleep.
Like 3 days straight.
Oh man.
So I don't know what other questions you guys have, but something you might find interesting is our watch schedule. We do, we're in pairs and we do 2 hours on and 6 hours off. So for the last 2 weeks, everyone's got plenty of sleep. Yeah, nod of approval from Big Steve. Yeah, plenty of sleep. Like for example, I'm on the midnight shift till 2 a.m. and then I'll sleep right through to 8 o'clock and then do another 2 hours. Then everyone's kind of hanging around during the day and then do 1 more. So it's 3 2-hour shifts every day in pairs. We've got 4 cabins. I just saw someone said who sleeps where. We've got 4 cabins and 2 people in each cabin, but like Dave, for example, sleeps up on the couch. Why do you do that? I'm homophobic. You don't want to share a bed with another man.
No, you know what? Because Steve is the ultimate Patreon. I don't know if you guys know, but Steve also sailed with me, and now he sailed with Parlay. So he deserves his own room. He is the ultimate supporter. All right, let's see. What other questions do you guys have? John Allen wants to know who snores the loudest. You know what?
Jamie.
Jamie?
Takes the cake. Jamie.
Jamie.
Should we do a bed tour of Jamie's crib?
Yeah. So let me show you guys Jamie's crib or Jamie's bed, okay? You guys all know exactly what I'm gonna show you because like before I even knew these boys, me and Mary, we called this Jamie's bed. All right, this seat right here is referred to as Jamie's bed. This is where he sleeps. This is where he hangs out when we go crank on the reels to do a little fish prank on him. That's his place right here. So he sleeps there at night and during the day, and whenever he sleeps, that's where he's at. All right, let's see what you got. Sonar working yet? No, sonar's not working. I think we're waiting on a part that we need to upgrade or replace before that sonar. It is installed, but it's not working. What are we missing for the sonar?
What is it? I want it to be able to interface with this chart plotter here. We don't have an external screen or anything. So yeah, I want it to be able to talk to the Raymarine. So I just need one component that goes inside the processor, and then we can have that up here. So then this Raymarine gear will be so kitted out. We'll have 3D sonar. We've got our FLIR camera, our infrared camera, and our radar as well. By the way, the radar has been absolutely incredible. I don't know how I've been sailing this boat for like 5 years without a radar. Coming through these squally doldrums, man, we could just see exactly where the squalls were and just zigzag our way through. I don't know what I was thinking not having one. It's so good.
All right, so Greg did a super chat. He wants to know how the boat's holding up.
Is this Greg Bracey or?
No, this is another Greg.
Okay.
Yeah, so after the rebuild, how do you feel about everything?
Greg P. The boat is absolutely incredible. I don't want to give too much away because it's all slowly coming out on YouTube, but I'll give it away anyway. We did a full rig replacement. Found a crack in one of the swage fittings right before we were about to leave on this trip, and ended up doing all of the standing rigging. So we got Jonas, who's he's one of the owners of Selden Mast. He flew all the way down to Puerto Vallarta. Jonas, we love you so much. Thank you so much for doing that. He saved our asses. We couldn't really get the help that we needed down there, and he came down and made it happen. So the boat's got brand new rigging. It's got brand new sails. The bulkheads are strong as shit, and everything's just been literally in 2 weeks of 24-hour-day sailing. The only thing that's really gone wrong is the spinnaker blew out, and we still don't really know what happened with that. But apart from that, nothing has really gone wrong, right?
No, nothing at all.
It's been such smooth sailing. But I feel like we deserve it. I feel like we've earned it.
Here's a good
We've worked
question.
so freaking hard for this.
Any creaking down below, or is she solid?
It's so solid. This boat, when I bought it, and I didn't know any better, and I went on other lagoons and they were all like that, but it was like the cabinetry was just freaking tearing itself to pieces. But this boat now, it's dropped down a bit now. It's like 4 to 6 foot, but Dave can take you down to one of the cabins if you want. It's just so silent. It just feels so solid. And we're just, like right now we got waves on our port beam. We're just smashing through it. And we got 8 crew on here with like 3 to 6 months worth of food. So we're so heavy, and we're still averaging like 6-7 knots average through this whole trip. So the boat's, it sounds like I'm sort of talking the boat up a bit, but I'm just so proud of how it's been sailing. It's unreal.
So have you seen any boats out here past few days? That was a question.
No, there's another YouTube called One Life YouTube channel that's what are they name? Gary and what's her name again? It's the one I've been messaging the whole time. It's just slipped my mind. But they're about what's Gary's girlfriend's name?
Gary One Life.
Gary there.
No.
He's got stuff.
We also have, they want to know where the dogs go to the bathroom.
You'll have to go to Instagram and watch one of my reels. I did a whole reel. Huh?
Brooke. Yeah, of
Gary
course, Brooke. Gary and Brooke. One Life. Yeah.
Sorry, Brooke, if you're watching.
We love you, Brooke.
I'm talking to her every like couple of days. Yeah, watch one of my reels. I did a full reel on life as one of these dogs on Parlay. So my Instagram's parlay_revival_Colin, I think, or Colin _ something. Parlay, if you search Parlay Revival,
It'll show up.
Yeah, they love it. This guy gets a little bit seasick, but Lindo is just an absolute nugget.
And the dogs are bouncing around. They're asking how they exercise. They're all over the place, man. They're up at the bow. They're jumping up. They're jumping down off the fly bridge. They get some exercise.
This is their ring right here. So they'll jump in the ring a couple times a day and just wrestle the shit out of each other right there.
All right, let's see what else we got.
People still watching?
Yeah, we got even more. We got 37. All right, I'm gonna sit down, and we can keep on going through these questions as long as you guys have them. We love answering questions.
How long have we been going?
We've been going for 66 minutes now, dude. That's pretty damn
Have you been
cool.
enjoying
guys.
this, guys? This took a lot of planning, all the costumes and how we were going to film, because we wanted to give you guys this live experience, but also film for our regular episodes. So we're probably about 2 months behind real time on YouTube. Admittedly, right now we're trying to catch up, but there's so much good content coming out. This weekend is Miami Boat Show. Then the 2 weeks after that, I'm editing those 2 episodes. It's all work episodes. We got a, you'll see. It's pretty interesting stuff. So yeah, we're just so you know, we're about you'll see this stuff come out in about 2 months' time. But stoked you guys are here. 3,400 of you are here watching this live stream in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. We just crossed the equator. We're at 1 minute south of the equator right now.
So that's exactly a mile, right? 1.2 miles south. Here, I'll show you guys the scene. So it's that one right back there. It's a big dish. It's not a dish, actually. It's a rectangular dish. It is stationary, so it does not move like the regular RV one. It takes a lot more power, but we get better signals. So the only time we do have issues is by no fault of Starlink. It's when we're rolling. So the Starlink satellites are kind of traveling in a train overhead, right? One leaves and then another one comes. If we are rolling and rocking too hard, sometimes we'll get a bad signal, but it usually comes back within 20 seconds. So that's FMC Global Sat. They knew we had a regular RV Starlink, but they said that we needed this one. So they hooked Parlay up with this one, and it's been amazing.
I'm having a beer, guys. This is the rule on Parlay. We're allowed 1 beer at sunset every evening, so no one's getting drunk on board, no one's intoxicated, but we do allow each other to have 1 cold beer, and it's not sunset yet here, but I feel like we deserve it. We just crossed the equator, baby. Dos Equis. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
We're gonna have to start drinking French beer soon.
That's right.
Oh, how good is that? That's,
What is the favorite prank? What was that question? What's your favorite prank to do on each other? You know what? There's not too much pranking going around, but I would say it's got to be tricking Jamie into thinking there's a fish on the line. What do you think?
yeah, the fishing one's always good. You just get the reel, you just wind it in real fast so it makes its clicking noise. Jamie jumps out of his bed, fucking starts panicking until he sees it's a prank. Never gets old.
Because for Jamie, you probably wonder like what's Jamie's favorite thing aboard. On this trip, I have realized it is absolutely fishing. He caught the most massive mahi on like what, day 4 or 5 or something. But he was giddy. He was giddy all day long because he caught a fish as big as his wingspan. Maybe not as big as his
The
wingspan.
wahoo was massive as well.
Oh, the wahoo! Oh my gosh! Yeah, we got a wahoo. Colin reeled in a marlin. Got it to the boat. It was too big, so we let it go. What else did we get?
2 massive tuna.
Oh yes.
So we've been fishing probably like a third of the time. When we fill the freezer with fish, we stop. We fish to eat. That's all we do. Yeah, as soon as we've got enough, we just bring the reels in. My pants are dissolving. Fuck this bitch.
No, Jane. Okay, so Jane sent me some treats to bring aboard. They got taken away actually at in U.S. Customs. I was able to sneak everything past Mexican Customs, but U.S. Customs took the treats. She sent some treats for you, or for the dogs. But Colin says thank you. All right, let's see what else we got here. Sorry guys, just sorting out the chats. Here's a good one. Do you guys enjoy the journey or do you get anxious to get to your next location?
I think you and I have dissimilar views on that one.
They don't care about what I think. They want to know what you think.
I enjoy it. I'm actually surprised at how much I have enjoyed this, but mainly because nothing's really gone wrong. We got this new Code D sail from Precision, and it is an absolute game changer. Right now we're a little bit too close to the wind to be using it, but when we're at like anything aft of 100 degrees on the beam, we pick up about an extra knot and a half, and it's just made it so much quicker, so much more enjoyable, so much more exciting. So the different sail setups that we have now I love it. I absolutely love it.
So what about pirates? Is that something we're worried about across the Pacific?
Not really the Pacific, but after New Zealand, we'll go up into Asia, maybe stop in places like Papua New Guinea, the Philippines. There's a place in Asia called the Malacca Straits that has been renowned for pirates, but I'm not sure what the situation is right now. But when I was there in 2012 on a super yacht, it was pretty bad. And then of course, once you leave Asia and you start to head towards the Red Sea and the Mediterranean, you're going near Somalia, and that's the real danger area. But across the Pacific, I'm absolutely not worried at all. Polynesians are lovely.
All right, here's a good question. How much like below deck is sailing Parlay?
How much below deck is
Like
sailing?
how similar is Parlay to below deck?
Like night and day. So below deck is, let's how do you put it? I don't choose the crew on below deck. I get to choose the crew on here, and there's a very lengthy interview and vetting process for anyone that wants to come on here, and so we end up with just the most amazing people, and that's holds true for this trip as well. It's just been absolutely incredible.
Here, answer this question. This is a good one, especially with the alarm.
Does Jamie wear deodorant?
Does Jamie wear deodorant? He's got a story for you.
Jamie ran out of deodorant right when we were about to leave, so it was a bit of an emergency situation. Didn't the girls go get him some?
Yeah, they did.
The girls went out and got him some deodorant, but they got chocolate flavored deodorant. It smells like shit, but he put it on the first time. He set off the smoke alarm. That's how bad that shit is.
So every time he goes in there and sprays, we hear beeping. Oh yeah, I tricked him, Chris H. I tricked him. How much knots you cruising at right now? Tony King wants to know. Let's see.
7 knots, baby.
7 knots.
Doing 7 knots. We got 13 knots of apparent wind at 90 degrees. That's our favorite angle. It's not our favorite angle for swell. Hate it when the swell's on our beam like it is now. But if you could just have wind, we'd have it right at 90 degrees. And yeah, 13 knots of wind, 7 knots of boat speed.
So we got the sails coming out of the starboard side, right? So that's it's a port tack. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay, whoo! And the wind, 90 degrees. So that's 90 degrees to our boat. Directly left of us, all right? Directly off the port side. Yeah, okay, so someone's asking how do I manage like family and all that stuff. So that's actually a really good extension of the question you asked Colin earlier about if we want to just get there already or do we enjoy the passage. For me, I love this. This is what I signed up for, but without the family, it's really tough. It's really hard.
We haven't done our...
So once the family's with us...
sacrifice to King Neptune, the whiskey. We forgot a very, very, very important thing. We've got 2 very nice bottles of tequila and rum that I've been saving. Frank, if you're watching, you gave us that bottle when you came to the Patreon meetup in Panama. I've been saving it over a year ago, man. That was when you were last on. We got to have a sip of that and give some to King Neptune. Let's go.
All right, so someone's asking about knots to miles. It's very similar. It's like 1.1 miles, I believe, is knots. So miles should be a little slower.
1.15.
So miles are slower, right?
Yes.
I think miles are slower. All right, so apparently I will be hiding because I'm boring. Drone, yeah, you're right. We do need more shorts on now.
Where are they all gone?
There they are.
It is.
What's the 800? Oh, what's that?
Oh, that's right. That's super chats. All right, well, you continue filming. What does that say? If you have to resort to cannibalism. Will we continue filming if we resort to cannibalism? Guys, do you understand how much food we have aboard? Jamie, the girls, everyone, they bought so much food, okay? Under our beds, full of food. Under all the benches, I'll give you guys a little tour inside. Give me just a second. I gotta put on my normal pants.
Everyone's got to make a sacrifice for King Neptune. It's kept us safe this entire way.
All right, tell us what we're doing. Cat?
Well, Frank Wedding, he gave us this in Panama, and I've put it in the bilge, saving it for this special occasion. We've just crossed the equator. And this one is from Gina. She's the marina manager at Puerto Vallarta. She took such good care of us. And that's where our Patreon meetup was. All you guys who are patrons that came to Mexico. This is from her. So, what do you want, rum or tequila?
I'll take Big Frank's.
Frank.
Tank.
I'd sacrifice a little bit and then have the rest. Give some to King Neptune.
How much?
There you go.
Cheers, guys.
I'll do the same to you, Frank. This is the good stuff. Thank you for keeping us safe. What would you like?
I would like rum.
I'm the designated driver. Don't worry, guys.
Sounds like a pilot's drink to me.
What's that?
Sounds like a pilot's drink to me.
Yeah, rum is? Oh, God. Got it. Sacrifice? Steve didn't want to waste.
And yeah, exactly, and I'm going to enjoy it.
You want tequila or rum? Everyone's going for the rum.
That's some good rum. Cheers to the ocean. The ocean provides. It's very interesting. This is my first time actually living off the, not the land, but living off the ocean.
Appreciate it.
We catch fish so we can eat. We stop catching fish when we have enough.
Should we put the lines out, see if we catch something on the line?
I know, but I've got no lure or something. I didn't want to give it a try.
All right, Jamie's gonna go. He's fetching a lure right now. Okay.
Tequila or rum?
He's pretty damn good at catching fish.
The rum's really
We're gonna
good.
try to catch a fish live with you guys right now. Okay. How many people on board?
It was Brittany's birthday yesterday, by the way. 31 years old. We didn't do any drinking yesterday, so we'll have a nice shot for her today.
What do I have to say?
Sacrifice a bit to King Neptune.
Okay.
Shot the rest.
Sacrifice Brit.
Thanks, King Neptune, for keeping us safe and for the coolest adventure of my life. Cheers.
Epic. You have to sacrifice some for her. There you go, sacrifice. Nah, they're not drunk. Come on, you think a shot is gonna make these guys drunk?
Katie, rum, tequila.
Does Lagoon sponsor us? Let's make that very clear. No.
Who?
Does Lagoon sponsor us?
No, they do not.
No.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be epic. Who would be a better Lagoon ambassador than Colin? I mean, seriously. Don't forget to sacrifice. Sacrifice! This is Katie here. She's my arch nemesis.
You've said that already,
From
Dave,
day
and
one?
you didn't sleep on all your watches.
I just want to reiterate that this woman here,
Here to King Neptune. This has been awesome.
this is Katie's first time on a boat, actually. She's
First time on a boat.
never-
Sailing.
Oh, cedar plug.
I've done day trips, but never sailing.
They want to know your vetting process on how to get aboard, Colin.
Oh.
That's it.
They want to know your vetting process.
It starts with a message. Then it moves to some more messages. Then I might get around to reading one. And then it goes to video. And we do a Skype interview.
Tell them they have to watch episode 208 to find out.
Yeah, this is all outlined in 208. 208. No one really watched that episode. No, we have to be very, very picky about who we let on board. Like even this, we've all been together in this tiny little square for 14 days, 15 days.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got us.
We were just talking about pranking people and how we try to get Jamie with the line. You just got me.
All right, so they want to know who the new shellbacks are. We got Jamie. Jamie is the most important new shellback because everybody would have thought that he already was a shellback. I am. We got Colin here.
Woo!
Katie, Steven, good old Britt, and Vinny. Oh man, this is how much trash in the ocean? That's a really good question. I have seen one tiny piece of styrofoam. That's it.
To King Neptune and Mother Nature! Woo!
Yeah.
Only a little.
There we go.
Have you had one day?
I have not, but I'm good. 'Cause
Okay.
We need a designated driver, right, guys? See, you can't say everyone's drunk.
Safety first.
I am not drunk. All right,
None of
who
us
is?
are. We have
Oh,
a
dude,
shot.
we Cheryl, we all want tattoos. We all want shellback. If you guys can help us come up with some cool shellback tattoo designs, because so far all the shellback turtle designs that we've seen are just not cool. You know what I mean?
Dave shot.
All right, I will. Just give me a little bit. Give me a little bit.
At least do the sacrifice.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna do a sacrifice. That's it. Don't make me wait. It's a compass.
You want me to hold it?
So, here, right here. I'm sacrificing to King Neptune, and I'm gonna have this shot right here. Oh God, that was good. That was a good one. That's a real good one.
King Neptune is the one.
Yeah, we are virgin shellbacks. What is the next port? That's a good question, guys. We're headed to.
We haven't really decided yet, guys. There's a few options. Well, there's actually 3 options in the Marquesas Islands. But yeah, we're meeting up with SV Delos behind us. We Sail are in the Tuamotu, so we got lots of friends in the area that, yeah, we're just gonna go hang out with them, see what they're up to, have a good time, enjoy paradise. It's been a long time since we're in water that you can actually see the bottom in when you're in 30 feet. So I'm so looking forward to doing some spearfishing, sailing, surfing. This is paradise, guys. As you can tell, we're so excited. It's only 700 and I don't know if they want to keep it private. No, they share it on
like
there.
ahead of us.
Oh, they're in the Marquesas Islands. We were meant to buddy boat with them, and we lost. We had to replace all of our rigging, so that set us back about 3 weeks. And in that time, Delos caught that last weather window before we jumped in our weather window, and they've been there for about close to a week now, and they did it. They did it in 19 hours. 19 days and 20 hours. So we are on schedule to possibly beat them. So that's another driving force behind this.
All right, so somebody asked about the container ships. There's been one. This whole trip, one container ship.
Steven's just getting a Canadian coin. He wants to throw one.
All right, so it's time for a monetary sacrifice now. We will be donating some money to King Neptune.
This is another little thing that we decided that we would do as a token of our appreciation to King Neptune. All jokes aside, the ocean has kept us very, very safe this trip, and I've got a whole lot of gratitude for. Keep thinking we got a gold coin as a gift to Mother Nature, basically.
All right, shall we all throw together?
That top one's rolling, right? That camera's going.
All right, we're all ready.
Can I talk about Canadians and coins?
Yeah, go ahead.
We came out in Canada with a $1 coin, picture of a loon on the back, so we called that a loonie. Then they came out with a $2 coin with a picture of a polar bear, which is too hard to say, so we called it a toonie.
A loony and a toonie. I'm just laughing right now. I'm pretending I understand what he said.
He's from Texas.
Yeah. I don't know. This might be. All right, guys.
Oh, and you make a wish.
Spit on it.
What?
You have to spit on
You just
it.
made that up.
You have to suck on it. All right, guys.
Okay. Everyone's ready?
Yeah.
One.
Here. Let's all stand right here and throw it backwards like this.
I'll spit on yours.
You want to get everyone get over here? All right, guys, you get to be a part of this. Everybody, throw it backwards.
Oh, cool.
Jamie, your big old chest is in the way. Squat down a little bit. There you go. That's good.
We're kissing
All right.
and sorry.
And
we go.
yeah, make a wish. Make a wish.
All right, all of us. You guys make a wish?
Not yet. Ready?
They just spit on me.
Come on!
All right, guys. 1, 2,
to King
3,
Neptune!
go! No bananas on the boat. Actually, not true. We had bananas on the boat. We have some in the freezer right now. Colin made some banana bread the other day. What are your views on bananas on a boat?
Well, we've proven the myth wrong, and we always have. We caught some massive fish, and we had a whole bunch of bananas on the boat. It's an old wives' tale, guys. Full of shit.
Bananas are good, but they do attract bugs. So if you're trying to avoid bugs, maybe no bananas. Yeah, 15,000 feet, that's roughly where we should be at. The Pacific Ocean gets as deep as 33,000, I believe. 33,000 feet at the Mariana Trench, and we are not there. Yes, I do wish I remember my password, but I have long accepted that to be gone. All right, let's sit down with El Capitan, see what else he can answer for us.
People still watching?
Yeah, we got 2,500 right now.
2.5
Okay,
hours.
any medical issues so far? And also, what do we do if we did?
You thought you had trench foot.
Oh, dude, I did have trench foot. Our feet were wet for like 8 hours. My feet turned into this prune. It looked like a brain. And then Britt told me I had trench foot, and then I Googled it. It freaked me out. I thought I was going to lose my foot, but all good. What about whistling on a boat? What does that mean? What is that? Is that a thing?
To be honest, the bananas thing was hard to get out because we love having smoothies. This is McFly, by the way. We love having smoothies, so it was really hard not to have bananas. That was the only one I was kind of like, didn't want to break that superstition, but we ended up breaking it. I don't believe in any of the other ones. Sometimes when you leave port on a Friday, it's in the back of your mind. You're like, should I be leaving today? That's another big one. But I mean, if you looked into it, they even used to say no women on board. So we're breaking so many of the superstitions, it's not even funny. So,
All right, so
I don't believe in it.
Alicia from Toronto wants to know if the dogs ever get nervous, and have you ever been scared?
Scared at sea. Yeah, I've been scared at sea on super yachts when we're in massive seas and I'm in the engine room and I can't see out of the boat, and we're just rolling like crazy, and if I've got things going wrong in the engine room, it can be scary, I'm not gonna lie. I've been scared a couple times on Parlay as well. We've had some pretty crazy passages. One was coming to the Cayman Islands from Mexico in the Caribbean side. We probably had 10-foot seas right on the beam. It was over 20 knots, and it was really uncomfortable because the swell period was so short. So we were just getting thrown around like a rag doll. It was like a washing machine. And I had my sister on board, and she wasn't feeling well, and we ended up finding out that she had pneumonia. So she ended up having her entire trip kind of ruined in Cayman Islands, and she spent the whole thing in the hospital. So that was a gnarly one. That was scary. Yeah, the sea isn't to be underestimated. And even out here, 1 minute it'll be calm like this. Like, this is relatively calm. Back when we were at the equator, it was twice as big as this. So it just changes so quick. And again, you just can't underestimate the power of the ocean. It's freaking scary. We're going along, it'll be 10 knots of wind on the beam, for example, and you'll go near a squall, not even in a squall, near a squall, and then bang, 30 knots, and you're just in like, not panic mode, but frantic mode, trying to get all of the sails away or reefed at least. It's no joke. I don't recommend anyone just buying a boat and just doing something like this. This has been literally 5 years in the planning, and 15 years at sea on top of that. So I'm a full advocate of people going out and buying boats and trying new things and doing coastal cruising or in lakes and starting small, something manageable, but definitely wouldn't encourage anyone to just go out and do something like this. This is extreme. This is the biggest ocean in the world, and it's not to be laughed at. That's why I'm so happy right now. I'm so content, so grateful, because everything's just gone so well. Like, couldn't have asked for a better trip so far. Still 789 miles to go.
And that's why we did all those sacrifices. SOG means speed over ground. It doesn't matter, you know, the currents, whatever's happening, it's actual speed over ground. Greg wants to know about your tattoos. What do the sparrows mean? And also, they also want to know, are you going to get a tattoo for the crossing?
We're talking about it. This crew has really bonded on this trip. We've all been through something very unique. I think it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So, you know, when one person starts talking about getting a tattoo, we all sort of band together and think it might be a cool idea to do something like that together. Not, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a tattoo, but to do something that is a memorial of this crazy adventure that we're doing is, I'm all for it. And the latest is, yeah, maybe get a tattoo of a shellback tattoo or something. But the swallows are sparrows.
Did I say sparrows?
The seagulls represent 5,000 nautical miles at sea. I've done countless miles, so I feel like I've earned mine, but a few of the crew are actually earning their 5,000 miles on this trip. So might see a couple more swallows on a few of these bodies.
All right, what's our current speed over ground?
Still bang on 7 knots, 6.8 to 7 knots.
6.8. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. When you're under 5, you're just itching. And when you're over 6, it's good, but anything over 7 is just like, yeah, we're booking it. In case you guys are wondering what 7 knots is, it's like running a 9-minute mile. So it's quite slow. This whole process takes a really long time.
Well, one knot is 1 nautical mile per hour. So if you're doing 7 knots, you're doing 7 nautical miles per hour. So everything's based around the nautical mile at sea. And so, for example, we got 789 nautical miles to get to the Marquesas Islands. So right now we just dropped down to 5 knots. If you're doing 5 knots, I think it's about 120 miles per day. So 120 miles per day into 790 is 5.5 days. How's the maths on that?
Sounds good to me.
That's at 5 knots, and I hope to do 7. So we could be there in the next 4.5 days.
All right, so I don't know if you want to talk about this, but what are the plans for?
I feel like Parlay Revival as a whole, as a YouTube channel, but as a, what is this? It's becoming a brand, I guess. I think we're better than just, we're gonna do something bigger than just circumnavigate the normal milk run. That's what we're doing this time, is the milk run, they call it. You know, across the Pacific like this, most of it's downwind, up through Asia, maybe across the Mediterranean. It's fairly predictable and not too crazy. I don't think we're going to go around Cape Horn. That all of this stuff can change. Cape of Good Hope, sorry. But once Parlay's gone round, I don't know what the plan for the boat will be, but for myself and whoever's involved, I think we'll look to do something bigger and more extreme. Maybe set our sights on Antarctica or something like that. I feel like circumnavigation is just the beginning, really.
That's pretty epic. All right, let's see what else we have. Robert Carico wants to know, what is our max speed this
What's up,
whole
Robert?
trip?
Thanks for tuning in, buddy.
Robert, is it Robert Carico? Because in my head, it's always been Carico.
He's at Patreon.
Yeah, I know. Robert's epic, dude. Robert has named 2 of his like 79 chickens after our boats. He's got one named Epic and one named Parlay. So we are forever grateful, Robert. And for you, we will tell you the max speed has been what?
The max speed.
What's the fastest we've gone? Like down a wave, surfing down a wave?
I've seen 12s regularly. Has anyone seen more than 12?
No, I don't think so.
I've seen 12 maybe 10 times though. Maybe even a 14. Just a couple days ago in those squalls, Britt and I were on watch. We had a squall that had 30 knots apparent, and we were touching 12s regularly, just down the front of the wave, 12 knots, and then like 5, and then 12 knots, 5. That for like, it was an hour and 10 minutes, that squall. It was pretty unpleasant night, that one.
Yeah. You bounce literally over the waves. You bounce off of your bed and land. So Mike is asking, if we have 6 months worth of food, why do we fish every day? And I think it's very important to note they have 1.5 small freezers aboard, which basically means we have no meat. Okay, we've got the fish, we got a little bit of space set up where after we catch the fish, Jamie cleans it, we put it in these Ziploc bags, 4 Ziploc bags, and it fits in the freezer. We eat through all that food, and then we got to catch more fish, or that meat, right? We do have that other fridge that we have some backup chicken and some steaks for after we arrive. Getting meat in Marquesas is not gonna be easy, right?
Yeah, so Marquesas, listen to this. 30 eggs for $35, a kilo of cheese for $30, 6 croissants for $18. The prices in French Polynesia are ridiculous. So the more fish we eat and the more food we save now, the more money I save while we're in French Polynesia. So, I mean, we've just been catching a serious amount of fish, enough for the family to eat, but yeah, and we're running, I think we got 2 packets of 2 little, I was gonna call it cryovac, Jamie calls it cryovac, like vacuum bag.
Vacuum seal, yeah.
Vacuum sealed bags of fish, so once they're gone, we got no fish, so the rods will go back out. They're probably already out, yeah.
So Colin takes epic care of us crew. Just to give you an idea what it cost, like how much work it takes to provision for a trip like this. They've been provisioning weeks, probably starting a month before we left. And you continue to provision. You want to freeze everything slowly so your freezer doesn't just get, you know, full of warm stuff. And give us an idea of how much you spent for food just for us crew. Just ballpark. I know it's crazy.
I honestly stopped counting. It was like every time we stepped off the boat, it was like $1,000. But I do know that, yeah, I'll share this with you guys. Since Christmas, I've spent $45,000, 45,000 US dollars, getting this boat ready to cross the Pacific. So 15,000 of that was for the rigging. But yeah, it's just been, I feel like we've done everything we possibly can to prepare for this crossing, and that meant spending a whole lot of money. But I mean, the results and the trip that we've had so far and how confident I am in the boat it's been so worth it, you know. But what was the original question? I went on a bit of a...
How much we spend on provisions.
Yeah, we've got enough food for probably 8 crew for at least 3 months, maybe 6. If
yeah.
we keep catching fish, then for sure 6 months. And yeah, in Mexico wasn't as cheap as I was hoping it would be, especially Puerto Vallarta. 24 beer, we usually go off the price of a case of beer. 24 beer is about $20. So it was actually cheaper in Panama. So yeah.
I'd say provisioning at least $6 grand, right?
Oh, at least.
Easy, right?
At
Six
least.
to $8,000
Yeah.
just for the food that is filling up the benches. It's mostly canned stuff, right? Basically the last day before leaving, we go crazy and get all the fresh veggies, and then we wash them all. And thank you so much. And that's what Katie's actually in charge of the vegetables. Why don't you tell them your daily fresh food jobs?
So every single day we just check the veggies basically. We just want to make sure that there aren't any that are getting moldy or going off, and then they're amongst all the others. So yeah, we just check it every single day. The cabbages, the carrots, the potatoes, the onions, and make sure they're all good.
Yeah, and then the ones that are going off, we try to eat that day. And James, so someone asked who the best cook is and who the worst cook is. Who do you think the best cook is?
Wait, have we seen Vince cook yet?
Yeah, he made those breakfast sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
He made some epic breakfast sandwiches Vince
Between
made.
me and Steven would be the worst, I think. Only because we haven't seen what Steve's got to offer.
He's gonna grill us some amazing steaks while we get there.
Yeah, I got faith.
Jamie's pretty good. Jamie's on top of it. If he's not cooking, he's the one chopping up all the veggies and chopping all the potatoes, like getting all the grunt work done. So then one of the girls can cook, or I can cook. I've definitely cooked several meals after Jamie has prepped everything. So, what?
You guys?
One of the girls can cook.
Or me? I said me too.
I'm just eating all the pretzels.
Ah, Lindo. So, surprisingly, let's just an interesting note. The first, how many days did we not see rain? Was it 10 days?
Yeah, about that.
Not a drop of rain in the first 10 days, which was really, really interesting to me.
You know what else is, we're talking about provisioning stuff, which people may overlook, is the boat's set up for 110 volt power, like the United States domestic power. So as we left Mexico, that was the last chance in a very long time to buy appliances. So we bought extra slow cookers, toasters, kettles, all of the appliances and stuff like that, which, you know, if one of those breaks, and we depend on those, we cook with a slow cooker every single day. We cook rice, we cook pasta. So there's a lot of things that, you know, there's a lot of planning involved with leaving the Americas and heading out here.
All right, Lindo. Who does Lindo sleep with? Lindo sleeps with his fish breath 2 inches from my face every single night. Me and him have grown very close. Although he did bite me the other day out of excitement, out of love. He bit one of my love handles. Someone is asking what internet we have out here, and we have to thank FMC Global Set. Seriously, okay? Like they volunteered this epic Starlink Marine package. It's that right there. We had Colin had the RV version, and this one definitely performs better, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's night and day, and they're cutting off the RV. It's called Rome at the moment, but they're cutting that off to anyone out at sea anyway. So it's now, I think it's called the mobility package. But FMC Global Sat, I think I left the link in the description. Go check it out. Go tell them what you want. And they've got different packages. You can get 50 gigabytes up to a terabyte. You can get unlimited.
They're like an enterprise solution, right?
It's expensive. It's expensive. It costs a lot of money, but you're absolutely connected. We've just been live streaming with you guys for I don't know how long. It's an
Fish on! That's what we're waiting for, baby. Oh, three fish! This always happens like this. It's always 3. Hey guys, someone get on that one. Steven, that's all you. Oh, shoot! Oh, we're gonna use that one. Oh my God, that's massive. Oh, that's a massive one. All right, it always happens like that. We sail right through a school, and then boom! All right, so first step. First step is we reel in the one that doesn't have a fish on it, okay? Usually if we get one fish, you reel in the 3 other rods so you don't get a crazy tangle. So that's what Vinny's done right here. That rod's in, that's nothing. We gotta fish a massive one on that side. Jamie's got a big one, and then that one's spit, huh?
Hold it.
Yeah, we can't hold the other one either. You got it, don't you let go. Don't you let it go, Jamie! You bring that one home! You bring it home!
Yeah. I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Oh, that one over there.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, sorry about that, guys. Got a little excited. That's what happens because there's a lot of calm, okay? We're on a passage. You know, Jamie's sleeping there, Vinny's sleeping there, I'm laying down inside. We're all just relaxed. And then you hear that sound. You hear that whirr, and everybody jumps up, and it's like the most exciting part of the day. What do you think it is, Steve?
Tuna, I think, yeah.
Big tuna?
I've got full drag and I can't slow it down.
Can you reel it all?
No.
You can hold it. Oh my gosh. All right. How do we cook mahi? You know what, Anna is asking how we cook mahi. We just, right there, saute. That's how we usually do it. Jamie cuts it up, and then I saute it with some butter, garlic. That's how we've been doing it. What's up?
He jumped out the window.
Oh, okay. So we try to get the dogs inside when the fish are coming. Yeah. So Colin, Mike is telling us to slow down the boat. We are typically when we're sailing, we won't slow down. Colin likes to just keep on going and make us work for the fish. But since we got these massive fish on, I've never seen that drag go so crazy on that one over there. But anyways, he's slowing the boat down for us. Hopefully we can reel this in and you guys get to see some epic tuna.
I haven't got anything back yet.
They're both just holding. They haven't even started reeling yet. Yeah, I know, but Spider, I'm going to start editing, okay? I'm slow, but this is more important right now.
Okay, put the head still away.
Colin just put the sail away by himself. T. Why do I wax my chest? Oh, Greg, that's a good question. This baby smooth chest right here is not waxed. This is just my genetics. I don't get hair. I got like 17 hairs up here and 0 over here. Let's see.
Vince's got the.
Yep, we got the boat slowed down, Felix. Thank you. He told us to slow down the boat. And guys, if we catch this tuna, anytime we get a tuna, it means we get some epic sashimi, and then we get poke bowls, and then we get ceviche. Oh, we lost one. Steve lost his?
No pressure.
That was too big. All right, no pressure, buddy. It's all on you now. Hey, give him the tummy protector.
He doesn't need it.
Ah, give him the tummy protector. Who thinks Jamie should get the tummy protector?
Only Dave calls it that, by the way. Please.
It's always fun watching a guy put a tummy protector on another guy. I love you. You don't want to see my face? All right, I'll show you the fishing pole. If I don't show you my face, I can't see the comments. How do I answer them? All right, there we go. They want to see Jamie's chest.
This is how you want in a fish, guys. All sit back.
Walk us through. What's the process? Tummy protector on. Here, this way you can see Jamie, and you can also, I can read these comments so I can answer your questions. Yeah, it's kind of like a ball protector. Yeah, exactly, Donna. It's a tummy protector. Yeah, got you, Spider. Got you. Thank you for the encouragement. Hey, how do you like the Penn Squall? The reels you got?
Yeah, they're not bad.
Not bad. Not sponsored either, okay, guys?
That's why I only said a lot.
Yeah, not sponsored, all right? Those were shipped to my house from Amazon. I muled them down, but we aren't looking for a real sponsor, okay, guys? These guys, they need some good reels. Hook a brother up.
These were still
Yamano.
$500 a reel. These were like a good.
Blackfin rods are really good.
Yeah, Blackfin. Shout out to Blackfin.
Blackfin rods, yeah.
Jonathan gave us 4 rods. Thank you so much at the Miami show. Wonder if this is one of the Dragon's best lures as well. It is. It is.
All right, Thomas Crook.
Oh, sick.
Hey, Thomas Crook. Hey, thank you so much, Thomas. We really appreciate you. Appreciate the support.
So was the one that Steven just lost his on.
Thomas, thank you, Thomas. Just got your comment.
All right. Let's see.
No, he's coming.
Do-
Yeah, no, he can take it.
All right, so how long does it take to reel in a fish? It really depends on how big it is.
This
If
is
it's a-
not little, guys. This is quite big.
Big guy with.
Yeah, so this one's gonna take a little bit. I'd say it's probably take about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes for him to work it in. He's only gotten maybe what, like a few meters, huh?
Nah, 20.
20 meters so far that he's pulled it back.
I'm just going steady.
Becoming
Steven just
humble.
lost his, so I don't wanna
He's
lose his
asking
one.
who's the crew. Here, let's see. We got Jamie on crew. Of course I gotta hijack the camera. Who else is gonna sit here and read the comments, huh? We got Colleen. We got the Brit. We've got Colin, of course. El Capitan, our leader. Oh, sorry, Colleen. We've got Steve over there from Canada, New Brunswick. We've got Katie from Anguilla. And we've got Vinny. Vinny from Bishop.
That's right.
Sorry about that.
Bishop, California.
All right, let's see. All right. We got the good old fishing pliers to pull the hook out. This is fit for purpose tools. Kiki! What is the biggest mahi? Hey, they want to know what is the biggest mahi you've caught while sailing.
Well, that one we got the other
I
day.
know. Tell them how big it was.
What was it? 59 inches.
59-inch mahi. Oh my God, Jamie was so happy. It was probably solid this big.
This is bigger than
Did
that.
you post it on your Instagram?
Yeah, it's on the Instagram.
Yeah, go to Jamie's Instagram.
Hey, Scott Murphy, thank you so much for the support, brother. Another Canadian. Why are Canadian people so nice? Tell me that.
They are very nice.
Scott is working on his keel. He's got some fiberglass damage, so he's been fiberglassing. Sorry, Scott. I feel your pain. All right, I just want to see what Jamie's got. It's still far back. What do you think? How far are you?
Long way
think it is?
away.
We still got a bit of time. Hey, Colin, how did you meet Jamie?
Online. It's not what it sounds like.
Online. No, but what part of the world? Where were you guys?
We were in Martinique.
Yeah, Martinique.
And he applied to be crew. So we're on a few different crew websites like Crew Bay, Find a Crew, Crew Seekers. Yeah, I check that every now and then, and he had it was a message on Facebook.
Yeah.
I posted on a Facebook group, on a super yacht Facebook group. I said I said I was a chief engineer on super yachts, and I've done something different. I've bought a sailboat and I'm sailing around the world. If any of you are interested in joining me, and I got a pretty good response, and Jamie was one of them. And at that time, he was planning to go work on super yachts, so he was using Parlay as a bit of a stepping stone, and hasn't worked a day on super yacht since.
Is Jamie's super yacht now? It's Parlay.
I don't know what this is, guys.
What do you think, Jamie?
I'm just taking it really easy.
He usually calls it.
Because all
right.
are there.
Jamie usually calls it before it comes in. He'll be like, "Oh, this is mahi."
It's not going down, but is it?
All right, let's see what else we got here.
Probably like a fridge just drifting in the middle of nowhere.
Kiki, how's it going, Kiki? Kiki is one of the Patreons. She came down for the Patreon meetup. What, about a month ago? Month and a half ago? Jamie does need an OnlyFans. I'm like, first join his Instagram, okay? He has been taking his Instagram so seriously. He works so hard on his reels every day. Go check out his reels. Jamie, the Vandenbalk, or Vandenbalk Jamie. Seriously, he's doing voiceovers. He's killing it. And fun fact, his middle name is John.
Jamie John.
Jamie John. You guys are. Huldrax is watching live from the Arctic Circle in Norway, and we're from that's pretty crazy. Who do we have here? Jason Floyd. Jason Floyd. Yeah, Jason, I'm with you. I think it's a tuna. No! Did you? Jamie John Jingleheimer Schmidt. Dude, he lost it. Doug, we do not have any buddy boats with us, but Colin was trying to.
We just lost it. Let's just have a moment of silence for this. That was massive. What happened?
Just must have spat the hook.
You reckon you still got a lure in there?
I'd like to know if the hook's straightened, to be honest.
Damn.
All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna see if this this hook is straightened, or the line broke, or what happened.
The line didn't break. I
You don't think the line? Someone said shark. Yeah, it might have been a shark. Who knows? It was in. I mean, he was fighting it for a while, so I don't think he just spit the hook. He did. What's up, Auckland? No sashimi, I know, man. I love. That's like actually one of the what? Who said what?
Austin?
Did someone say Austin?
No, I thought you said Austin.
No, I didn't say Austin.
Oh my God.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. Okay, no sashimi is what I said. Let's see, I just finished the last episode of Below Deck. Lots of drama. Yes, there's lots of drama. Colin tells us about all the drama. Okay,
Nah,
guys.
just spat the hook.
The hook.
Nice.
All right, back out there. We'll catch something. We will catch something, guys. All right, let me get back up there and we can talk to El Capitan. For those of you guys that were asking where the dogs go to the bathroom, they actually use one of these right here. That is usually sitting over there on the top of the sugar scoop, at the top part, and that's where they go. They know to go number 1, number 2 there. Yeah, King Neptune is eating that fish. All right, guys, we're back at the helm. Captain is putting the sail back up. Is it back up already? Yep, the sail is definitely not back up. Sail is in. All right, we need Julia Lazova wants to know, do you have any advice for newbies making a 16-day passage at sea? A newbie, what would you say to them?
16 day. I wonder where they're going.
Where are you going?
It's a solid trip.
Here, let's see, where are you going? Either way, why am I not sailing my boat? Well, because Parlay is better. I'm gonna bring my whole family on Parlay. We're just gonna move aboard. We're gonna be Colin's permanent crew. No, I'm just kidding. Franco, are you kidding me?
Frank Whitting?
No, this is Franco M. Thank you so much for your support, brother. Let's see. Sorry, could not fill up the boat with beer again. Just a little something. for eggs.
Frank, thank you so much.
He just gave you enough to buy 100 eggs in the Marquesas.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's a lot of
Frank came down when we were fixing that boat in near Rybovich. We were at Cracker Boy Marina in West Palm, and he opened his trunk and he just had like 10, 24 cases
that was
of
that
beer.
guy. Yeah.
And he donated that to us. Thanks, Frank.
Hey, thank you so much, Frank. Yeah, so there, I have a question about that. Who you have rights is asking, look for birds landing on the water or fart bubbles and there will be fish. I need to understand why there are birds 2,000 miles from shore. How do they live out here? Do they sleep while they're flying? Do you know that answer? What are the birds doing out here?
Not sure. They're traveling somewhere, but they like to get a little rest on parlay and shit everywhere. But we let them stay on.
Speaking of birds, Lindo literally caught a bird the other day and then he let it go. So here, why don't you tell the story? Someone was asking if the dogs ever jump off the boat.
Nah, they never have. Hopefully they never will. Every boat's different, right? So the rule on parlay is we let them have no life jackets on during the day because it'll create chafage and all sorts of stuff, and it's kind of hot during the day. But we put life jackets on them every single night, and that's because there's like reflective strips on the life jacket so that we'll be able to find them better. But just to keep them floating for longer, because a dog, especially a black dog like McFly, would be super. He knows we're talking about him. Would be super hard to find at night. But in the daytime, they're literally never out of sight. So that's what we do on parlay. I did a reel on Instagram and some people were like, I can't believe you don't put a life jacket on the dogs all the time. Each to their own, guys. That's just my rule and I feel completely comfortable with that. And I've justified it in my own mind and they seem happy.
They are happy dogs. They're very lucky dogs. Yeah, so right at about dusk, right when it starts getting dark, we turn on the nav lights. Katie actually has an alarm set. Nav lights go on and then life vests go on the pups. No, Thomas, there are no mosquitoes out here. That is the best part of a passage because typically you're leaving from some marina that has tons of mosquitoes or chitras. The second you get out, there's nothing. There's no mas, Kelly, no mas mosquitoes. Kelly, thank you for that idea. She's saying we should use AI to design a tattoo. It's not a bad idea. Colin, any luck with getting insurance for the boat?
Not yet.
Still working on it.
We had insurance lined up, but we're in the process of getting some. Yeah, the last company that I was pretty much ready to sign the dotted line, and yeah, we got struck by lightning for the second time, and they basically said we were uninsurable. We were too much of a risk. Hurricane damage, 2 lightning strikes, bulkhead bullshit. So struggling, but I got some leads. It's happening, but I'm self-insured for now. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to keep the boat floating, and God forbid something should happen, it's my responsibility, and I'll take it as it comes.
How do you like the bridge on this boat? Do you wish it was enclosed?
I was talking to Britt about that the other day. Like if we had some of the 450s have a full enclosure here, and this literally becomes like another cabin. It's like an enclosed space. But I feel like the windage on that, if you had an enclosure like around this whole thing, the windage would be like huge. So trying to sail upwind or something, it'd be literally like having another sail pushing against the wind. So I don't know, I'm in two minds about it. Maybe something a bit more breathable. But yeah, no plans in the near future.
So our air temperature right now is probably about, I don't know, 70 degrees, 70, 75, 76. What do you think? What do you think, guys?
Yeah.
76.5 degrees. And the water temperature, don't we have a water temperature on the chart?
84 degrees.
84 degrees water temperature here in the Pacific, just right next to the equator. We are super hot around here. Some of the other boats told us that they were putting veggies, like frozen veggies on them because they were so hot. But we haven't seen that yet. It's been pretty cool for us, especially when it rains and then that wind blowing, it gets really chilly. We luckily have some, Colin prepped us good. We've got some nice, who makes the fowlies? Gill, yeah. We got some Gill foul weather gear that I'm in almost every day because I just hate sitting in puddles. but it does get a little hot sometimes. All right, let's see, what do we see? Hey, have your parents ever been aboard?
No, only my sister, but they're planning to come. I was just talking to Mum yesterday, maybe in Samoa or Tonga or Niue even. But no, they haven't. But of course in New Zealand there'll be regulars on board.
Miguel, good question. That's the most popular question of the day. Using Starlink. Yes, we are using Starlink. That's the Starlink dish right back there. It's not the normal Starlink. It is the marine, the maritime version of Starlink. Works really, really good. We got it through FMC Globalsat. So they really helped us out on this trip. It's made a huge difference. Made a huge difference on our passage because we're able to look things up, check weather multiple times a day. Something that would typically, to check weather would typically take about 30 minutes of downloading. We're talking like downloading 74, 100, 200 bytes. It takes about 30 minutes on an Iridium Go. And with Starlink, we can do it quickly, you know?
Jamie is so upset that he missed that fish. He just came up and his face is red and he's like, I can't believe I did that in front of all of you guys. Oh, that would have been sick. Can't believe we missed it.
Oh man, it would have been so cool to see it. All right, so you're asking about trash. I will let Katie talk to you guys about trash because her and Britt have devised this system of shoving all the plastic. Hey Katie, come tell us about trash real quick. I want to know what you do with trash. Show us your bricks. All right, so Britt used to go to somewhere, Africa, build houses. Colombia, okay, and they made these bottle bricks. So what we do,
These are bottle bricks. So you take all your plastic waste and you pack it down real tight, and then you reseal the bottle with the cap, and these are called bricks, and they're used as building materials in some countries. So they make a concrete and they would put it around it. They do benches, schools, houses.
okay, and this one's from probably how long? A week?
Yeah,
That's
maybe
about
even more.
So this is a week worth of trash.
And we just, really try and cramp it in there, and it's great.
Yeah, that's
Good
what we do with our
artwork out.
trash. And it goes in here. Oh, that's done, right?
Yeah,
We
this
can
one's
donate
full.
it.
All right, so let's go inside. Let's see what El Cap is doing. Hang on, let's see what. Nicole Ashley. Hey, thank you so much for that support.
What's that?
And then let's see. Tom M. Say Colin.
How serious are you that people spell your last name right? I have the same last name and spell it the same way, and people never get it right. I don't get offended or anything like that, but I'd say the most common would be MCRAE. But go Tom McRae. Whereabouts are you from? Oh, they can't talk back to me.
No, they can't. They can. They do it through comments. All right. Oh, they want to know Jaffas or pineapple lumps? Jaffas or pineapple lumps?
Look at this. This is from one of our patrons, Joel. He came to our Patreon meetup in Mexico. This is Cadbury, baby. This is New Zealand chocolates. I've been saving that. This is our freezer, one of our freezers, by the way. Big block of cheese.
That's gonna be 35 pounds.
This is about
$35
Yeah.
or a kilo. That's like 2 kilos.
This is 2 kilos.
So
So that would be $60 in French Polynesia. That's why we're trying to stock up as
Want
much
to
as
show them
possible.
the other freezer? This is it. This is all we have for freezer space right here.
A couple of hams and cheeses, bacon. That's pretty stocked.
Yeah,
These are
those
those steaks that Stephen got. I guess that's mince. I try to stay out of the food department.
Yeah, this is Jamie's place. Jamie organizes all the food and the order that we eat it in. That's why he's put tape here so we can't get into it. No, I'm not kidding. He literally put tape on it. So how big is the boat, Cap?
It is a Jamie 465, so originally 45 foot, Lagoon 450, but now it's 46 and a half feet. We did an extension with the sugar scoops back there. Sounds like a dream.
All right, let's see. Yeah, that's right, Jamie 465. All right, I'm gonna go out and show you where it says Jamie 465. To me, the most epic thing to happen to see your name on the side of Parlay. All right, I'm gonna try not to drop all the cameras. Hang on, I'm gonna get you there. All right, look at that. Jamie465, you see that? That's on the side of Parlay. How cool is that? All right, let me get back over here before I fall in. Jamie is super bummed that he lost that fish. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, so we got 3,100. What's up, Cliff? Cliff, I hid in the forepeak, just right over there on the starboard side. I hid until day 2, where I came out, and then they couldn't turn back around, and then I got to come. All right, who's the chef? Who would you say the main chef is?
Probably Jamie. Jamie or Colin. So Colin came, last time Colin was on here, she didn't cook anything. And then she attempted to make a pasta one time, and it was pretty much inedible. So when she said she wanted to come on this trip, I pretty much counted her out as being anyone that could cook. And she's been cooking some unreal meals. So she must have she works on super yachts, so she might have got some tips from some of the chefs that she's worked with. But she's all of a sudden an amazing chef. So her and Jamie, they're cooking the most food. Shouldn't it be sunset soon? What time is it?
Let's see, what time is it? It's yeah, Colin's on watch. Oh, that means Dave's Lagoon must have sunk. Worry about it. I did get a call actually on this passage where the bilge alarm was going off, but it didn't sink. All right, let's see. Let's see what this one. You Have Rights says, you guys are living a life that should be protected and upheld. The fear of others messing with me. Sorry guys, I'm trying to read this comment, but it keeps on getting pushed up. Messing with me is one of the only fears I have of being on the open ocean. Authorities who act daddyish. Yeah, do you have issues with authorities messing with you? I mean, I feel like Mexico checking in, some meat issues. What do you think?
It's just part of the lifestyle. If you want to live this lifestyle, you just take everything in your stride. So for example, coming into French Polynesia, we've obviously got to clear into there. They give us a 3-month visa, and then as soon as that's nearing its end, you've got to get out of there. And that's just the way it is. Every country's got different rules, different regulations, different authorities. The dogs have been a major headache. I'll say it. It's been a headache trying to get them organised to get into these countries. Probably spent $2,000 on getting them all the right vaccinations and all that shit that they need. Yeah, so there's different countries have different rules, and some of them are a lot more stricter than others. But what can you do? It is what it is.
Yep. How many fish have we landed this passage? What would you say?
Well, like we were saying before, we've kept one huge mahi-mahi, 2 decent-sized tuna, and a massive wahoo. Here he is.
Oh, just pissed.
There he is.
I'm upset.
What happened? What
I'm
happened?
not just let go.
Oh.
Nothing. It was big. I don't know what it was, but I reckon it was the old
much
fishing
drag.
tail. You know,
Too much
the big
drag
one
there,
that got
isn't it?
away.
Yeah, so when we do catch a fish, like I said, we chop it up. Jamie cleans it right away. It goes in Ziplocs, and then we throw half of it in the freezer, and then we start eating fish every single meal, okay? We had like wahoo ceviche, wahoo sashimi? No, we didn't have wahoo steaks, wahoo, wahoo and everything.
Mahi sashimi.
Mahi
Sushi, we had sushi.
Yeah, that was tuna. Oh, that was so cool. Oh, we have sushi all the time. All right, McFly is a lovely little dog. Every time the dogs are on camera, you want to look at them, they're full of, that's just a comment. Yeah, McFly is pretty damn cool. All right, the dogs, they come.
He always wants food.
This guy's a character.
This guy wants food all the time.
If you got a biscuit for him, he's your friend.
Can't believe you
All
guys
right.
are still watching. You must find Dave mildly entertaining.
I don't think they would. I keep on getting comments like, stop showing your face. Show us the captain. Get out of the camera.
Oh.
Hey, Marinely Cruise, thank you so much. Fill your boat with beer when you make it back to Florida. Thank you so much for that.
I think she just became a patron the other day.
Oh, epic. Yeah, Colin has a really, really cool Patreon. We're in that chat all the time. Everyone's talking about all sorts of stuff. So go check it out. All right, let's see. We got a good question here. What's been the biggest challenge and or surprise about this passage?
The reading cracking before we left.
What do you think? What about for you?
On
Jimmy?
it or before it?
Both. As part of this passage, prep, planning, going, sailing.
Well, the biggest shock to me on the passage is we're sailing right now in the doldrums. There's meant to be no wind between the northern and the southern side of the hemispheres, and where they connect, there's meant to be equator. There's no wind. There's meant to be no wind at all. That's
So-
that dotted line looking thing at zero.
You've got from the northern hemisphere, winds are coming down.
He's too angry to talk.
He's sad. He is very sad.
He's livid. That was his big live YouTube moment to land a massive yellowfin for all you guys.
That's all I want is a
He
yellowfin.
is ropeable right now.
Shane Lee says, "What's up?"
He can't even
He's so sad. He's so sad. You gotta understand, Jamie is always happy, but like when he lands a big fish,
What are the stages of grieving? Like he's
Anger.
And
I just gave
fucking
the denial,
half of my shot. If I knew that, I wouldn't have poured that little bit in for him. I would have kept it. He's gone
Oh
through the
my God.
anger, and now he's just at like sad.
acceptance. No, you get acceptance.
Yeah,
That's where
what's
he's at.
acceptance?
All right, he's at the acceptance stage now. Now, Jamie will catch another epic fish. You guys, when you watch the episode of this crossing, you're gonna see the crazy mahi that Jamie caught. I mean, it was so big.
No, the wahoo was.
The wahoo was bigger, but the mahi was girthy and like its head was about this. You can't even see it. The head was like this round. It was,
How long have you been on there?
I've been on here for a while, man. I've been on here, but the people still.
He's actually sweating.
But the people want to see the El Capitan. All right, we'll keep on going until you guys run out of questions, okay? Because, I mean, you guys got questions. It's our job to answer them. All right, let's see.
Unreal.
How many days are we on the journey so far?
I think with the log, I think it's day 15 just came to an end.
Yeah.
So we're into our 16th day. We got to beat Delos, man. Delos did it in 20 days and 19 hours. Brian was kind of gloating about that. They did beat us on the motoring. Brian only motored for 90 minutes. It's absolutely unbelievable. We were going to do it well by motoring for like a day or something. And he came through and messaged and said he only motored for 90 minutes. So, well done, Brian. We're not going to get you there, but hopefully we get you on overall speed. Competitive coal.
So we have, what, about 800 miles left?
Yeah, 789.
800 miles left, 7 days, you think?
Yeah, let's do some quick maths.
All right, we're going to do some math. Captain's going to pull out a...
Get 900.
If we can do 7 knot average.
Nah, don't go that high.
Right now we're doing 6.
Average is high.
Not a good start. Okay, 6.
So someone's asking about trash in the Pacific.
We could be deep.
For
Can we
the
get
path
towed
that
down?
we're or the route that we're taking, there's no trash. I've literally seen a piece of styrofoam one time about maybe that big, and that's the only piece of trash that we've seen out here. I'm sure there is a large Pacific trash patch, right?
5.5 days. If we do a 6 knot average, we can be in French Polynesia in 5.5 days. We're currently, what did I say, going into day 16? Shit.
No, it's
Can't
only
do it.
forward at 15.
No, day 15. It's day 15. Today's day 15.
But we stopped at one of the islands called San Benedicto for 18 hours. So whatever our total time is when we get there, we take 18 hours off, and that's how long it took us to actually sail to French Polynesia. It'll end up being just over 3,000 miles. Right now we've just done just over 2,000 miles. So some serious distance.
Yeah, 2,000 miles. It's been just over 2 weeks. It's different. You know, it's different than what you would expect. This is the place that we share, all 8 of us. Most of us are in this, inside the salon. If it's raining, we're all in here. Otherwise, a few people sleeping outside. Jamie's sleeping in his bed right over there. That's Jamie's bed. Everybody knows that as Jamie's bed. What is Jamie eating?
Nuts.
Yeah, Jamie's always eating something. Oh, you don't want to see that.
The big fella.
Jamie, what kind of beer do you drink?
Anything that's cheap.
Jamie drinks anything that's cheap. Let's see what else we got.
Is this still ongoing?
Yeah,
They want to see you going live while there's bad weather.
we can do that.
Here's the thing, okay? El Capitan gets very serious when there's bad weather. When safety issues come up, which in bad weather, it's not necessarily not safe. It just could go really, really bad very, very quickly. So
Before
he's
this went live, it was quite bad.
It was actually pretty bad. We were at like 24 knots of wind. So
when he's awake.
So I'm getting made fun of right now, I believe. So yeah, next time you want to do a live when it's like bad weather?
Yeah, this has been. We don't do live very often. It's something new to us, but it's been really fun chatting with you guys. But like Dave saying, when it's really rough, there's a lot going on, and I'm on pretty much high alert the whole time. But we can try. Hopefully we're out of the doldrums now. Hopefully that was it. Looks like just pretty much blue skies around us. So, yeah. This is Stephen. This is one of our patrons that is, we call him the chosen one because he got chosen to come along with us. He hates that nickname, but you know, the more someone resists a nickname, the more it sticks.
Jamie told me that on the first day, so just stop complaining about it. Because it's just going to get worse. But it's sacrilegious to call me the chosen one.
Have you seen any strange or unexplained, too fast, phenomenon while out here during your time spent on the ocean?
Britt thought she saw a UFO the other night.
Oh, really?
She said she saw a light and she said it went left, like right, down, and then disappeared.
And then she woke up.
But the boat was going like this at the same time. So it was like,
I see stuff all the time.
I don't know, man.
I see the stars go like. Zzz, zzz, zzz,
Even when you're awake?
zzz. Even when I'm awake. I've fallen asleep one time on watch, guys. Okay, they make it sound like all I do is sleep. Half of the
We've only seen one cargo ship. I think it's only one cargo ship since we
Yeah,
left.
one cargo ship.
There's actually one behind
Why is
us
it called?
right now.
All right, I get yelled at.
He's about
Is-
20 miles back. I
Is
think.
this called a saloon? A salon? What is it called?
Salon.
Galley.
This is the galley here. We're all standing in the kitchen right here. This is the galley.
You got a Canadian on board. It's a kitchen party.
All right, let's see. Jamie, a little help for Jamie's feelings. Oh, thank you so much. Jamie would love that. Look, they're donating to your feelings. All right, how far behind current time is Colin's YouTube videos? How is charging system? What is the charging system? Will you talk about the charging system a bit? How do we get power on this boat?
So we got 1,000 amp hours of battle-born lithium batteries, which is incredible. But the way to charge it for us is primarily through solar. So we've got 3 kilowatts of solar. During the bad part of the doldrums back there, we had a couple of days with no sun. So we had to decide whether we ran an engine, because we have one engine with high output alternators. It puts in about 180 amps of charge. Or we run the little Honda generator, which puts in about 150 amps. This is at 12 volts of charge. So, forgot what the question was, but
Just the charging system, what do we have?
yeah. So those are the two ways. This is our urinal out the back here that Jamie's utilising right now.
See, you get the true behind the scenes, okay? That's Jamie, and that's his bed, and that's his bathroom.
He calls it the ensuite.
It's an ensuite bathroom. When am I gonna get back to my channel? Dude, there's. He's gonna sit down now. Oh my gosh! No, well, I'm having the time of my life here. This is honestly an opportunity of a lifetime. So if you think about people that like to climb mountains, they ultimately want to climb Mount Everest. For a normal sailor or a aspiring sailor like myself, I mean, to cross the Pacific, this is my Mount Everest. You know what I mean? To be able to rough it through this whole thing. Not that we're really roughing it, because this is a beautiful, luxurious boat. But we are still sitting here every day, and we're sailing it, and we're doing our watches. and experiencing the whole thing. It's a dream come true. I mean, especially to be able to do it with these guys.
And Basil didn't make it.
This kid's giving it too much water. Stop giving it so much water.
It's really
They're
dead.
flooding the basil. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's see what other questions we got.
One of our pastas.
Yeah, Scott Anderson, you are absolutely right. This is one of the longest episodes of Parlay Revival ever. And people are saying they're a part of history because of that.
There's still over 2,000 of you guys watching. Thanks. It's blown me away. I thought there'd be about 8 people left right now, but it's been fun chatting with you guys. I think it's a new way to interact with you guys, and yeah, we'll try to think of more exciting and interesting ways to do this in the future, because it's not that difficult, especially when you got him just to chat away for 2 hours.
And we got Starlink. Starlink makes all the difference. I've done a passage with no. Tell us
Every
what
passage we should have
Yeah.
alive.
All right. Well, what do you typically do without Starlink? Like if this was previous to this passage, you didn't have Starlink before you got the RV Starlink. How was it? What did you guys do? I mean, what was it like? Tell us that. I bet everybody'd like to know.
The way we contacted the outside world or outside the boat was through Garmin, the Garmin InReach, but that's got its limitations. It's been good, but yeah, it's an absolute. That's the Garmin InReach. It's an absolute game changer having the Starlink, and even just from a safety point of view, it's just. I can't speak highly enough of it. The only downside, right, is that we are spending time on our phones and watching Netflix and doing these sorts of things which you wouldn't have dreamt of doing on a sailboat in the past. And you could argue that it's taking away from the experience slightly, but I mean, this is only possible because of our YouTube channel, and to keep the YouTube channel going, we kind of need internet. So as a source of our income and to the way that we make ends meet, it's just been an absolute game changer for us to be able to upload episodes every week, so we can continue to edit. Britt edits almost every day here, and keep that channel going. It's unreal.
All right. So we got a question. Who's the medic, and how does the body adjust to being at sea for so long?
Believe it or not, we've all lost a little bit of weight. Have we?
Apart from Dave.
I lost some weight. I've lost a little bit. This was like about like right here before, and now it's like kind of somewhere around right there.
What about the big fella? The
Big
man,
fella,
they
big
call
fella
him
eats
now.
snack. Big fella eats snack every day.
The thing that was killing us in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, is that there was a McDonald's right next to the marina. So we're regularly frequenting that place. But now we just have 3 square meals a day. We have like oats in the morning, maybe some fish and I feel great right now. It's a really light diet that we're having, and just, you know, fish straight out of the ocean. It doesn't get any fresher than that.
A lot of people start napping at like 6 o'clock at night, like because people come on shift at like 10, 12, 2. So by 6 o'clock, most people are trying to have a lie down or something. The ones that are coming on at 10 o'clock till 12. So yeah, it's a lot of the time there's not this many people awake at once.
Yeah, usually some of us are sleeping. So Colin was talking about watching Netflix and, you know, being connected and how it could be a downside. The one thing I've noticed is that we've been doing everything in pairs, right? We're on watch all the time together. We're always with somebody else. So anytime we do watch Netflix, it's with somebody else. And then we share with the other pairs, and then everybody ends up watching the same movie and we all talk about it. So it's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's got its pros and cons. If I wouldn't change it for the world. Being able to, you know, talk with all our friends and family while we're out here doing such an extreme thing, it's comforting. And we've got backups to the backups to the backups for communication. We've done this properly, guys. We've really taken the time and the expense to make sure that we have all of the communication devices that we need. This is an Iridium exec. This is actually, you can actually call straight off this thing. We've already tested it. We rang Jamie's mum the other day.
We didn't ask him, we just did it.
And we got 2 Garmin InReaches. We got the ePerb. We got 2 personal locating beacons. We took safety really seriously this time, and it just made me realize how underprepared we were the first time we were going to cross the Pacific. We came through the Panama Canal, and we pretty much set sail for French Polynesia, and then we found the bulkheads were broken, got struck by lightning, all of those unfortunate things happened, but I kind of look at them now as, you know, possibly a life-saving events that happened, because the things that we've thought about and prepared for this time compared to then is night and day. So you live and you learn, and I'm so grateful we didn't leave for French Polynesia 2.5 years ago, because it could have ended very badly with the bulkhead situation alone.
All right, let's see. So that small parcel of land, somebody's asking, have you ever thought about making it like a primitive camping spot or something? Or what are your plans for that in the future?
Yeah, again, life changes. Life takes you in different directions, and when I bought that bit of land, I was so set on starting a little surf retreat there. The Gigante, the town that I bought the land in, is just in a phenomenal place. The people that were there were just grabbed me, and I thought, this is it. This is what I'm going to do. I've saved up some money from working on super yachts, and I'm going to buy this land. And shortly after that, the revolution happened in Nicaragua, and the government ended up shooting like 250 people. It was a really bad, messy situation. So I went back to work. Went back to work on super yachts, kept saving, and Hurricane Irma happened. I met Ben Zuber, who was my business partner, and we bought Parlay together. You guys who have been following for a while know that story, but life just took a different direction, and that land's sitting there. But I'm kind of reluctant to sell it, because I don't know. It's a special part of me. That was a special moment in my life, and I'd like someone to do something cool with it, like I wanted to.
You want to show them exactly where we are while I go ask Jamie a question? They want to see on the charts roughly where we are. All right, Jamie, they want to know what is the best time to fish. Jamie is a pretty epic fisherman, okay?
Morning and afternoon, always like that anywhere you go. But now, I don't even know what time it is. Time is 5:30, so we hooked up on those, whatever that was earlier, 4:30. So yeah, from now till dark will be good, and then first thing in the morning we put them back in. But during the day, normally we don't catch that much.
All right, so here's also another good question about water makers. I'll get to your water maker question in just a second. We're going to show the location right now.
Is this going to be backwards on their screen?
No, it won't. It's just for us backwards.
Just us?
Yep.
So the Rain Marine chart plotter, the axiom up there, it puts out a Wi-Fi signal. You can connect to the Wi-Fi, and on any iPad, phone, computer, whatever, you can interface what you're seeing up there, and you can actually control it from there. So, you know, I can be lying in my cabin and make sure that Jamie's driving in the right direction.
He does.
So,
he's like, everything okay? We're like, no, we're just everything's all right.
but so yeah, it's got all the details there that you have on your chart plot, and you can control it. So right now we're doing 6.7 knots, and we have 784 nautical miles to go to the Marquesas Islands. What was the original question?
Oh, they just want to see roughly how we are,
Oh.
where we are on the chart. Like, you know, say from Mexico to here. I guess we can zoom that out a little bit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think it's that button. So while Colin pulls that up, oh wow, look at that. We are 2/3 of the way there. That pink line right there is
Our track. So that's Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. We came out, that green waypoint there is San Benedicto. We stopped there for 18 hours. Carried all the way down. As you know, we've just crossed the equator, and that's Marquesas there. So all of this is the French Polynesian islands. Marquesas being the first, and then you go down to the Tuamotus, and then we'll go to Tahiti and whatnot. Hawaii is up here. Galapagos is there, and Panama, where we originally left from, is there. So we went through the canal and came all the way up the west coast of the Americas, Central America, and set sail from there. So we've done some serious See, they can see me controlling it up there, so they're probably wondering what the hell's going on. But yeah, we've covered some serious miles. I think Parlay's done about 20,000 miles since I bought her in Tortola, the British Virgin Islands. So we're getting around.
McRitchie, thank you so much for that. We appreciate the support. What about water makers? How do we make water? And part two of that question is, what's the emergency protocol if the water maker breaks?
So Seawater Pro was one of our first ever sponsors. We had like 30,000 subscribers, and I met Mike in person, and we just got along really well. And he ended up giving me a water maker, and at that time I couldn't even afford one. But he ended up giving me one. He believed in what we were doing and liked the whole hurricane damage project, everything like that. And so since then he's also given us another one. So we're really lucky. We've actually got the original one is still working, so it's still running away. And I've got a new one as a backup, and I wanted that. Obviously, crossing the Pacific, we want to have enough water to get there safely. So just so grateful for Mike in Fort Lauderdale there at Seawater Pro. So yeah, 2 water makers. We've got so much redundancy. Like I was saying before, I just feel so safe about what we're doing and how we're doing it, and the equipment that we have. And water is obviously an important one. But the way we run the boat is we try to keep all of the water tanks full almost the entire time, so that if one of the, if we couldn't make water for whatever reason, we've got enough water to at least drink to get all the way to French Polynesia. And it's the same with the fuel. We've got 1,000 liters of diesel on the boat. If the rig came down, God forbid, and we couldn't sail anymore, we've got enough fuel to motor all the way to French Polynesia from somewhere like here. So yeah, it's all about having redundancy and making sure you're as safe as possible out here.
Yeah, so to answer your question about being able to control the boat up top from being right here, Colin can do, this is exactly what the chart plotter is seeing upstairs. And you can control everything, right?
Yeah.
Just right from here. So
It's called ray control.
ray control. I need this. That's very nice. I'm not gonna ask that question, come on.
What was that?
Oh, they want to know if, Jamie, if you wear nut huggers or banana hammocks.
Banana hammock.
Banana hammock?
Right.
See, if you were on the stream earlier today, you would have seen Jamie in his banana hammocks.
How many people are still there?
3,000? Okay, let's see. Let's see what question. Are you past
I
the
think
half?
I've just left it running now, and they're
Are you?
gone.
Nah. Are
Gone
you
to
past
grocery
the?
store, they're
Yes.
gonna come back, tune in later.
We are past the halfway point. We're at the
Little
2/3
past.
point.
We've
And
done
Jamie,
2,000, we've got another 800 to go.
Jamie, are the rods back out?
Yeah, now I'm getting Instagram messages about losing the fish now.
Yeah, guys, rub it in, baby, rub it in. How do you do a super chat? I'm not sure, but let me read this new super chat that came in. JW, thank you so much for your super chat. Let me see what you had to say. JW, you've been watching since day one. That is so cool, man. How about a shout out to my boys in Gig Harbor, Washington? Well, I think we just shouted your
the
boys out.
boys!
The boys! The boys. Nuka Hiva or Hiva Oa is what they're asking.
We're going to do both. Right now, Iva Oa is absolutely packed with boats, and there's so many boats that the anchorage is full, and people are starting to anchor outside the breakwater. So I'm reluctant to go there. We've got another 5-6 days to see what's happening there. Dallas are there right now. But yeah, if you can't even get into the anchorage, it's probably worth going somewhere else. So Nukuiva would be the next best option.
All right. Hey, thanks, Salty Soul, for answering that question for the other chatters. Yeah, let me do that. That's a good idea. They said read out the super chats. Sorry, it's taken us a little bit to figure this out. I thanked JW already. Let's see what else we got on the super chats. One Too Many Hobbies. Dude, what's up, One Too Many Hobbies? I know you.
What's
He's from
super chat?
Dut. It's when they help, man. They support the channel. They donate a little bit, and then they pop up right here so then we can see their question easier. Colin, put David to work on FCPX to get caught up on those videos. Oh, dude, they're crushing videos. They don't need my help. So he's about to watch Below Deck over here in Texas. Love both channel, guys. You missed my first super chat, so I get thanks, dude. Sorry we missed your first super chat. I'm still learning this super chat game. Let's see. We got another super chat here. Let's see what he said. L. McRitchie. Thank you, L. McRitchie. Your first name is L. I'm going to pretend it's Lauren. Lauren McRitchie, you're a doll. All right. Let's see. Maxa B7063S from a Panamanian living in LA. Thank you for showing the beauty of my country.
You got a beautiful country. It's one of Jamie's favourite countries ever.
For sure, Sandblast Islands, Bocas, definitely the best. Sandblast for the white sandy beaches, the spearfishing, the crystal clear water, and then you got Bocas for the party and the surfing.
It is. It's a beautiful place. So they want to know how many beers you guys drink a day.
On the passage, maybe
Yeah.
one.
So on passage, why don't you know the rule?
Yeah, but we said this earlier, but my rule on parlay is one beer at sunset, normally. And I had my one beer a little bit earlier because we had just crossed the equator and I just felt like celebrating. But yeah, no more than one. So nobody's drunk, nobody's intoxicated, no one's even tipsy. It's just something to enjoy, keep us a little bit sane and keep that routine happening. Go the All Blacks. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Hey, but to be honest, his rule is one a day. I've seen him drink maybe one beer before today's beer. Maybe you had one?
I've been on a detox.
He's been
Below
he's,
deck takes it out of you.
and also he's got to watch over the boat and all of us. You know, we some of us have sailed before. We have a little bit of experience, but he is the experienced one. He's the one that's keeping us safe, and he's the one that we go turn to. So we're waking him up multiple times a day and a night just to ask questions sometimes.
Yeah.
You too? Don't you lie. You're like, go get Colin.
Yeah.
You go get Colin. I'm like, no, you go get Colin.
Woke him up once on this
He
trip.
said, you go get
I
him.
just wake up.
Or he just wakes up. He can. Colin's got this sixth sense.
Going bang, bang,
Or
bang,
he-
bang. Jamie, what are you doing?
How often do we see sea life out here? We've been seeing a lot of birds. We've seen dolphins a couple of times. What else have we seen?
Not as many dolphins as I thought. I think we've only had 2 encounters with dolphins.
You know what,
Yeah.
what was crazy is before we set sail, there was a boat and they had almost got into French Polynesia and they hit a whale and it must have ripped the prop and the prop shaft and the rudder or something back there out of the boat, and the boat sank in 15 minutes. So we were starting to get really worried about whales. We almost hit a whale when we had our Patreon meetup in Puerto Vallarta. No joke, that thing. We were actually doing a live, weren't we?
We were. Yeah. It's on the last live. If you go check out that last live, about 2/3 of the way through, you'll see us almost hit a whale.
And then our friends on Nini Wahuni, they set sail about a month ago now, and their mast came crashing down 950 miles. We just did a documentary about it last week, or this weekend gone. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Britt did an amazing job on that. And so we were hearing all these crazy stories about another guy got his rudder ripped off, and he actually abandoned his boat, and the boat ironically was called Lucky Dog, and they got picked up by another boat or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And they just left the boat just bobbing around, but then they went back out into the Pacific and got it, and I think they took it back to French Polynesia. So we were hearing those kind of stories. It was a really eventful season out here, and it got us a little bit shaken up. So that's why we went to so many measures to make sure we're safe.
Justin Odell, thank you so much for that super chat. Your message got me into sailing. Been going every weekend and dragging my friends out there. Love the videos. Hello from LA. Thanks, Justin. This man motivated me to sail as well.
That's amazing. We get quite a few messages like that, and it never stops getting heartwarming. It's just, I don't know. There's something about sailing and the lifestyle and waking up at a different anchorage, or traveling via boat is just, as you guys know, I'm a big fan of it.
Andrew Pavel, thank you so much. Followed from the beginning.
Want to watch
Dinner time for the boys?
Yeah.
Dinner with the boys. Oh, here you're gonna get to see the dogs get fed. This is they call it dinner with the boys. But first, I gotta thank Franco N. Thank you so much for your super chat, brother.
The girls will be
Appreciate that.
Remember to feed the boys.
All right, let's see what we got. All right, this is some weird language that only you would probably understand. Kira Ora, Colin from please, waiting for you.
Kia ora, bro. Yeah, we should be there in October. We got to be out of the Pacific area by November because cyclone season starts. I've been in a cyclone. It's not fun. So yeah, October, we're coming.
Mimi Jeff, thanks for that super chat. Colin is always responsible, even on below deck sailing. That's true. He's the only responsible one there. The most responsible. Sorry, I'm trying to see your super chat, but it keeps on disappearing. Let me pull it up. You had a blast to watch. Love watching this channel and below deck. You are so. Mimi Jeff, are you below deck first or are you parlay first like us? Tell us. DHK, what is that? Let's see. DHK Coatings. Thanks so much for that super chat. That is so generous, brother. Canadian. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that support.
Wow. Ready? And also the Nini Wahine episode that we did last week. We put their GoFundMe at the bottom of in the description of that episode. And you guys, the viewers of Parlay Revival, our patrons, everyone combined. But from Parlay, we know it's from Parlay because they started the GoFundMe like 3 weeks earlier and hadn't advertised it until we did our episode. So everything that was coming in was from you guys. And last time I checked, it was at 60, over 60. It was at $32,000 from you guys. It has blown my mind. I thought we'd get them a few grand, but to have that amount of money come from our audience, they surely they send their thanks, Travis and Shauna, but you guys are so freaking generous. It's mind blowing.
Hey, real quick, because this was a question earlier. So someone's asking pricing from FMC GlobalSat versus Starlink. It's actually cheaper if you go through FMC GlobalSat. That's what Bob Berg is sharing with us.
Yeah.
So if you're, Bob is on here. So.
What's up, Bob?
What's up, Bob? Thank you, Bob.
Bob is the guy that I met. We were at the Miami Boat Show. He was at a Patreon event for Sailing Doodles, and Sailing Doodles' location it fell through. So they ended up coming to the Highfield tent where we were, and I met a guy called Berg, who just made a comment, and we just hit it off immediately. And he said, you know, I'd be interested in helping you guys out across the Pacific, so that we can keep doing our YouTube thing. Otherwise, we would have had no episodes right now. We're not ahead enough to keep producing content. Well, we're producing content by making videos and uploading them. So, you know, a week later I got a call from Bob, and he's like, "So do you want to make this happen or not?" So, honestly, thank you so much. It's changed our lives, and now we can do something like this, a live broadcast to 3,000 plus people in the middle of the Pacific.
Exactly.
And for some reason, they can offer you a cheaper package than if you just went on the Starlink website and bought it. So I don't know how it works.
It's been amazing. It's been amazing. So I'm kind of a tech nut. I love fast internet. I have the fastest internet at home. I've got hotspots. I've got Starlink. And this is performing amazingly in the middle of the ocean. The only time we have some issues is by no fault of Starlink or FMC. It's when the seas are terribly rough, and basically our antenna, instead of pointing straight up and down like this, the boat rocks and it points all the way, it feels like down to the horizon. Obviously not, but it just rocks back and forth and we lose tracking for about 30 seconds. That's happened, I would say, in the past 2 weeks of us all streaming full-time, not full-time, but all of us online. It's probably happened a handful of times, but it comes right back, and you guys have seen it's happened once or twice during this live stream, but we come right back. David Heiselt from New Zealand, Patreon. Looking forward to the next meetup in New Zealand. He says, "What's up?" Thanks for the super chat, brother.
100%. Around January or February, we're going to do a meetup in Auckland.
All right, let's see. All right, guys, we need to show you what the dogs like. Real quick to Mimi. Mimi, you're asking for the GoFundMe link. It's not to YouTube, don't worry. There's a GoFundMe link in the YouTube video description. Go check that latest video on Parlay, and you'll find that description. You can help out Nini Wahine. All right, this is, you guys, let me give you dog's perspective.
So, there's been a lot of questions about the dogs. This is Lindo's bowl. It slows him down because he eats too fast. So we'll put that there. McFly's been feeling a little bit sick because it's been so rough during that equator ordeal. So he might not be that hungry, but they're so good. They wait. Lindo's drooling like a madman right now. And they wait. You know, I think discipline is important with dogs. And they won't eat until I say, "Eat your food."
That weird looking bowl there, you'll see, slows Lindo down just a little bit, not even that much. I'm trying to see how much battery life we got on this puppy. 1%, all right. We're gonna go until the battery dies, okay? And then we gotta go. Where did they go potty? Excellent question, potty. We've got grass right there, that's where they go. We rinse it off with salt water daily, we throw the poop overboard, and they've got about 20 more of those rugs up in the front.
What did Grant say? Colin's
Grant.
dad.
Grant said something?
Yeah.
No, Grant, where? Grant! I can't find it. Grant, say it again, whatever you said, Mr. McRae.
He's there somewhere.
Is he?
Come on, Grant.
Where are you? Where are you? I'm trying to look through the... What's that?
Are the dogs eating all their food? Are they being good boys? Lindo devouring? Is Lindo
So
devouring?
this is what Lindo does, all right? He just chows through his food super fast. That's why he needs that weird puzzle bowl. And then McFly over there, he takes it slow and easy. He's a little depressed.
Live on YouTube, boxing match.
All right, guys. So, who's on watch right now?
That's a good question.
All right,
Technically,
we've got Steve and
fun.
you get to see, this is what it looks like to be crew, okay? If you were just chilling here, we would be
Oh, almost.
sitting somewhere around here. And everybody's waiting for their watch. My watch starts at 10 o'clock. My next watch starts at 10 to 12. And
Scary stuff.
who's up right now?
No, just scared.
Isn't it you? Oh, it's Steven and you. Steven and Colin are supposed to be on watch right now. They're paired up. And then we got Jamie. Jamie is on watch from 8 to 10, right? Jamie and my arch nemesis, Katie. And then it's me and Vinny Chase. We're on watch till midnight. And then Colin, he's got the toughest shift actually. He's from 12 to 2 in the morning. Our speed status, we've been doing today,
That's
right now,
averaging 6.
averaging 6. So
We can
6
put
times.
the OD out, maybe. We go a little bit quicker, but the wind's just at the break. Like the wind's running at 13 to 14 apparent, and we don't want to put the code D up over 15 apparent knot.
Yeah, so we got to keep the code D down until it's under
And
15.
It's coming on dark, so we don't want to run the code D.
So, do I talk in my sleep? Odyssey, if Jason wants to know. I mean, sometimes.
You
Probably.
snore.
I probably talk in myself. I vlog in myself. I left a camera like pointing at myself because I filmed myself talking before I went to sleep, and they were making fun of me for filming myself sleeping. I wasn't doing that. Let's see. Yeah, that's just a little bit of the beer. So that's some beer down there. That's not for the passage. It's for French Polynesia because beer there is super expensive, right? Hey, how much is beer in French Polynesia?
It's like $35 a 6-pack.
$35 for a 6-pack, guys. That's why we brought a bunch of beer. Some more beer in the engine rooms as well. But yeah, Jamie will take friend applications. I will be his manager. So you guys just go ahead and shoot those friend applications to me, and I'll pass them on. Okay? Needs to be on a gimbal. Yeah, we need a gimbal on here. You know, something interesting about all the stabilization on cameras is that you're on a table right now, and the iPhone tries to stabilize the boat movement. So when you do a time lapse, everything ends up super shaky and all over the place when you use an iPhone. All right, guys, I'm going to show you upstairs just one last time, and I think we'll hop off of this unless you have more questions for us. And I'm sure Colin will do another one of these soon. This is that chart plotter on the top side. This is what we were looking at on the iPad. What are you looking at, Steve?
Just our apparent wind angle and whether we want to put the code D out or not.
Okay. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go through these comments. Scott Murphy, is beer expensive in Canada as well?
Yes.
Yeah. What air temp? What air temp do you feel like it gets here at night?
84, 85.
At night?
Yeah.
84, 85 at night?
You're
Yeah.
from Texas, you freeze to death.
But then with the wind, it feels
The wind
kind of
chill
cold.
will make it feel cooler, but
Will we grow plants on the boat? That's a good question. Hey, have you guys ever talked about growing plants on the boat, Britt?
they have
We have a
plant
basil.
down there.
Yeah, the little basil, but they don't eat from the basil. I'm gonna grow microgreens. I'm actually super into microgreens, so I'm gonna try to grow those on the boat.
It's hard in the salt environment.
Oh, is it? You might. Thanks. Okay. Hey, thanks so much, JJ Garrett. Yeah, Sherry, I don't blame you. It's been a while, so we're probably gonna hop off now too. I just want to make sure that we answer any last minute questions. So Facebook, people are asking who the crew are. So we have Britt. Britt, what's your Facebook or your Instagram?
At Flippy Hipped.
She's at Flippy Hipped. I'm at David Shee. He's at nowhere because he's not on social media.
That's right.
But he might join. Steve, how do we follow you?
In a trailer.
Just go to another YouTube channel. He'll be sailing with them too. He sailed with me. He sailed with Parlay. Hey, what's your Insta?
Colleen M. Meehan.
What about you, Jamie?
Vanderbilt Jamie.
Vandenbolt Jamie. And his middle name is John. And what is Colin's?
Colin's at Colin_Parlay Revival. Or Parlay Revival _ Colin. One of those.
Johnny November. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, brother. I know. Pro tip, brew your own. Make a batch before you go. Let's see. All right, guys. This is almost 3 hours. We really appreciate the support. Colin is busy downstairs working on something, but we're gonna wrap it up. This is sundowner time. So you guys get to see the beginning of our sundowner. This is by far the best part of the day. I don't know, at least for me. What do you guys think?
Best
Yes.
part of the day.
Yeah.
Best part of the day
Best
ever.
part of the day. Jamie, you gonna have a can?
Nah, later.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Parlay appreciates you. I would not be here if not for Parlay. You know, Colin was talking about how they didn't cross the Pacific last time it was meant to be because of the boat, needed to be ready. But if he had crossed the Pacific last time, if he didn't get hit by lightning and those bulkheads didn't break, I wouldn't have a boat today. I wouldn't have a fixed boat. I wouldn't be any of this. I mean, all this sailing would have just been a dream, and I would have just been hoping. You know, I would have been one of those people that just talks about doing something one day, and never did it. But with his help, I mean, we're here. And now I'm in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. My boat is in Texas. I'm going back to so we, let's see, somebody asked earlier, last question, okay? Any crew hopping off? So me is hopping off once we get to French Polynesia. Vinny has to go home, go back to work. He's taking off like 6 weeks of work. We got Steven here. He might stay a few weeks. Colleen might stay a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'm getting off when he kicks me off.
Oh, he's getting, okay, there, you got it. You heard that. Britt is staying forever. Katie is going home.
We think.
Jamie's staying forever. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much. Shannon, sorry we're closing this. We're closing it. It's been 3 hours. But thank you for the support. I know Colin has moved. We're touched. And thanks for everything you guys do for Parlay. All right, bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye. Now I have to figure out how to turn this off without looking like an idiot. I'm still trying to figure. What's up, Blair? I see you. Bye, brother.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
Colin's here.
Oh, yes.
Woo!
Oh, there we go. Come on, parting words.
Hi, thank you so much for watching. Can't believe you guys are still here. I don't know, a lot of you probably follow Le Vagabond. They just did an episode about feeling burnt out. We are not even close. I can assure you, we got so much more energy. There's so much more big, better things coming. We're about to cross the Pacific Ocean, you know. French Polynesia is the start. Then there's all of these amazing countries between there and New Zealand. And then up into Asia after that. It's just so exciting thinking about the future. But thank you guys for watching. Every week that you tune in, just keeps those views coming and that encouragement for us. So thank you all. Love you so much.
Woo!